The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, what's up, man? We gotta do our show, and you know your show is crazy, so we might have to talk about you. What's up with that? You okay with that?
Is he really on the phone?
Huh? I'm just getting ready to talk about you, huh? You know about your show. I'm getting to see more and all that. You know, you ain't do crazy nothing. That whole see more thing. You good with that?
Yeah, I thought so, but I don't.
Bro. That's why I called you.
I'm just, I got the
What
hand
about,
gesture
what
earlier.
About, okay,
keep
not
it down.
her, but what about we're gonna talk about relationships? You gonna call in or what?
Is he really on the phone?
You had me do. Hey, you called me. I'm
He's
calling
producing.
you.
Man, we talking about that nigga, man.
Jeff,
I'm gonna give you a pass. So I'm gonna give
Nigga,
you a
we
month.
talking
All
about
right?
you, nigga.
Who's
All
that?
right,
Who
later.
they talking about?
We gonna give him a pass.
We talking about that nigga.
Oh, Speedy.
We ain't gonna give him a pass.
What happened? He was talking about. Oh, he was talking bad.
No. Speedy's cool. We not gonna say his name.
Oh, okay.
But we are going. Oh, I'm sorry. We on? You gotta let us know. Y'all, you doing is munching. You and Code 3 do nothing but munch.
Then she gets some new glasses. She thinks she's shit.
Munch, just sitting there munching. Put her on air one time, get her flowers, and she just can't say 1, 2, 3.
know.
Wow.
Yeah. And I apologize to my women. I had a couple of people hit me about these flowers I gave out. So.
Oh, you got in trouble?
Yeah, I got in trouble, man.
What did he say?
Stupid.
All right.
That's
What
legal
they
now.
say,
You know?
I don't know. I want to get sued.
Yeah. You ain't getting sued, but that's legal these days.
Okay, so I guess we on.
Oh, you're not even live. So I'm prepared.
I still haven't missed
I'm just at a
anything.
point now, man, where America's just
Jeff, we missed you though. I missed you, Jeff.
where we just at a point now where people just doing whatever they want. You know, I just can't take it anymore.
Oh, you can't take it?
I mean, I'm at a point now, man, where just driving. Just driving.
Oh, yeah, for
I
real.
mean, it's just like, look, a car, you either in the car to drive, but it's like too many people just doing too much in the car.
They want to handle business while they drive.
I mean, if it's
I'm
not
doing
on your phone,
I'm doing my TikTok.
Yeah.
if you're not on your
TikTok,
phone,
nigga. I'm
if
pranking.
you're not doing your makeup, your hair, or you just can't drive.
Or if I'm eating.
I'm okay with the people who just can't drive.
The light is red. It's TikTok time.
Once you
Yeah.
get past them and you realize they over 75, 80, you get a pass.
Yeah, they're going to
All right,
Walgreens.
but they should have somebody in their family that could drive them.
They don't.
They're going to get their
And-
medicine.
and
Most of the
I'm
problem
with
ain't. Most of the problem ain't the 75-year-old 81s. It's them young people.
Young one.
75, 80. At least they get there.
Here's the thing we're going to start doing. We're going to listen for someone's punctuations. When they hit a period and it's a pause, then we can talk.
Who you talking to?
Everybody.
Oh,
Everybody.
Where'd that come from? We all was just talking.
No, you got to
Oh,
listen. I've
so
been
it's-
listening to the show, and what's happening.
You watched the show? Oh, you watched the show now?
No, I
Oh.
listened to it for
I
like
ain't
4
even-
minutes. I can't even listen to it past that.
I don't know why, because
So,
I ain't been here 4 minutes. So
So, no, we're not going to be on here doing that, man. I don't know what they do in the Quake, but we're trying to keep it.
it's funny how you don't know what they do in the Quake show, but you came in on the phone making deals with a dude that you didn't
No,
want to
that
say
was
his
part
name.
of that. See, here's the thing.
I know that's probably the
part
get
of
up.
the
Yeah,
show.
I got
There
it.
you
So
go.
was
Okay,
me brushing my beard.
Y'all should have your
Yeah.
own show.
All right, huh?
Y'all should have your own
No,
show.
that's how it started with us, and look what happened. Yeah.
Silly Philly. I got a name
Yeah,
for it.
and he starts it on purpose. I already know that, and that's what the chat room said. The chat room says Lewis tries to dig at Dan and on purpose.
Okay.
Well, see, that's the thing.
So I-
Dan.
I-
you
so I-
should
I
not
like
believe
you.
the people in the chat room.
Well, you
because-
believe the show? You just watched it.
the what show?
For our show, you just said you
No,
watched
I
the show.
listened to it for technical reasons.
Oh, so you
not
don't watch
for-
it?
Oh, technical.
No, yeah, just to see what's
Yeah.
listening.
I did-
Listening.
I
I
did
didn't watch it.
Spielberg.
I do
over
the
here.
same. Yeah,
I'm
Spielberg.
listening.
Yeah.
So here's the
Scorsese.
again, period.
I can go back home.
See how he
Not
did
Jeff.
that? No, wait. See, he said it. I stopped. I let him get it out. Stop. Boom.
Lewis, go on, man. Come on.
Okay.
You-
And I asked POTUS. I said, do not call Dannon.
And she didn't.
I said, do not put him on that chat when you say, are you guys coming in?
It's okay. I'm here every week. Even if you don't want me here, I'll be here.
So listen.
Thank you, POTUS.
Here's the thing.
Period. Go ahead, Lou.
This
Hey,
whole
flowers,
thing-
they matter.
Yeah, no. She done lost her mind now. That's what I remember when she first.
Flowers next week.
I remember
I
when
tried.
she said no. I don't think. I remember when she said that she saw Jeff and she's like, now Jeff was funny, and her whole thing changed. She saw him.
Jeff made it funny.
Yeah, Jeff made it funny.
She
Welcome
always
back,
knew-
Jeff.
She always knew I was funny. She was just holding out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Welcome back. You're the only one that's allowed to jump in
Oh, okay.
because you're the funniest. So funny can jump in.
The funniest. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
When can I jump in?
We're trying to. We want you to jump out.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Let me know when.
If you could just turn and double dutch,
Well, actually, I know how to double dutch. I do know how to do that. You had to learn that in Philly.
skip
you don't know how to turn
If
around.
you wanted to holler at some girls in Philly, you,
You
had
can't
at least
touch the
know
ground.
how to 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
No, that's screw. Hey, stop doing Screw's bit.
Hilarious.
I don't know nothing about that,
Joke thief.
Screw.
but I never heard that one, but I guess, you know.
Oh, he does that games. Everybody does it. That's not really a bit. Okay, that's just. That's
Stop
just,
doing everybody's bit then.
That's
Community jokes.
yeah.
Put that out there.
I don't know why we keep getting the same paper. You know what? Just keep,
It's like the final call.
yeah. Just keep that.
Stupid. Just change the cover.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Pass it along.
The same information.
I
Just
read
change
this already.
brother, final call.
Hey, well, let's chill out on the brothers. Good.
No, that's what I used to do.
'Cause they come get you.
No, I used to keep
Oh yeah, they
it.
will.
They come get you.
Will they come get you?
I keep it old in the back seat. Like, I got mine, brother. Okay.
You stupid.
Keep it in the back seat.
I already got one. Man.
All right. So okay. So hey. Oh, what's the name? Oh, hey. I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
Danny Green.
And what's the name?
In a man's world. Tighten up your belts.
Okay. First of all, we're gonna start this way because it's something that's been on my mind.
Oh, okay. Let us know.
Yeah.
Because it started off with this young lady calling the show, and we thought she was interesting because she traveled and she, and she was. So then she kind of first. I think she went at him first one time. I don't know. Well, we know she went at Dannon. That's when
never
we
came
kind
at me.
of. That's huh.
Never
She
came
never.
at
Okay, she never came. So that's when we kind of felt that. Wow, what side of that is her? Now we're not going to say the name because I told my boy I wouldn't say the name. But at first, because she was presenting herself as a Christian. Upstanding.
Oh, okay.
Looking for the right person, and they had to come right at her.
Yeah.
And we thought, like, wow, that's a gem. I mean, most men should strive for that. Oh, it's there for. Then she kind of went left when she went at Dannon. And we were all shocked, like, whoa, where'd that go? Hey. And Dannon had never met her, so he went right back at her.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like trying to defend her, but then we were like, So then I started thinking, and then recently, I catch you, as you say, I can't say it, but I said it to you on the phone. And it was the same thing I had said about Dannon over at, I was like, oh, so you over at that show.
Right.
So I caught you.
Yeah. Being funny.
Okay, but I
else?
saw you. We're not going to say the show.
Okay.
'Cause I told my boy I wouldn't. But I saw you there, and I'm like, you little.
TDP, give me $5. I appreciate it.
No,
Cause
he wasn't over at my man.
Oh, he's somewhere else.
In a Quake. He was somewhere else.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay,
but
all right.
still,
So
I know.
I'm like, all right. So I was offended.
Yeah, you should.
I called you. You
Yeah.
picked up.
Yeah.
And then I called Jeff. He didn't pick up.
Jeff ain't been
Shit.
picking up lately.
Jeff
though.
don't pick up.
Why was you offended though?
Because he didn't tell me, and he didn't get permission.
Yes.
Track you up. Wow.
And we don't care if you're 45 years of age.
Yeah.
You still got to ask this man where to go.
Two things that upset you.
Yeah. So,
That's funny. You did not tell me.
so then I'm listening to. So I go through. I was like, all right, let me scroll John. Make the font bigger.
Right.
So I'm like, what? Man, something's wrong. Okay, then I realized. So I told Coulter, I was like, hey, your girl's tripping. So evidently, and I don't know if she's listening or not. I just think she needs to step back and start looking at herself.
This is what you think.
This is what I think.
Gotcha.
Because to me, she's always quick to look at someone else.
Can I ask you a question then? Do I get an apology from you?
From what?
Because that person went at me so hard, and then you kind of went hard at me, and I was sensitive that day.
No, you're not going to get an apology.
Okay, I just want to know.
Can I finish my story?
Are you kidding me? We don't do that here.
I was just thinking, hey.
We don't,
She had receipts.
we only
ready
do
to
that
fill
here.
up.
We only do that here if we need something.
Okay,
if I
you
need
right.
something from you, yo, man, let me.
My bad on that.
Hey, can I get?
You're right, Lou. I apologize. Hey, what the fuck was I thinking? I apologize, Lou. You're right. I just.
So no, but
He wasn't
but,
weak enough, Danny. For you
Okay,
to
I got
jump
you.
in there.
It wasn't hard enough. I got you.
But your pain did bring things to light,
Okay,
which I appreciate.
no problem.
As long as it wasn't my pain.
Okay, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Always your pain.
Hey, no, sir.
It works.
I watched First 48. He went that way.
Yeah.
I changed my voice. Oh, he went down the lane or something. But okay. So first, I want to say, listen, I appreciate all of you watching the show and listening and all that. But you know, I know it's comedy, but some things you need to not go at people in that respect.
Well, this is your segment, Life Lessons with Lou, so let them know. You know?
Yeah, because a book. What is that whole saying? Don't judge a book
By its cover.
Okay. And we have a tendency to allow females to do certain things.
Because we're respectful.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, honestly.
But and what front they put up.
Right.
Because women are very good at putting up fronts.
Oh, yes, Lord.
Yeah.
And we find that out once you say
said
I
yes,
do.
Lord.
So what's the crux of her information?
I'm just saying,
Spewing?
Crux.
Just call her Michael B. Jordan. That's all.
No, so what was she?
Well, she was, to my opinion, she was in somebody's business.
Okay.
She said that it was just a joke. It dealt with something, going on, and she elaborated and was trying to make funny. And then the person that she offended tried to pull rank and said, "You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that." Now, whenever a European does that, we feel like, "Hey, who do they think they are?" We try to bond as black people and say, "Hey, don't do that."
Right.
So, and I just think you need to really just take a step back and say some prayers. Because you always talk about Christianity and God and all that, but you're messy. You're messy.
Do you think people
She's
do
doing
that
it for likes?
I don't know what she's doing it for, but I thought sometimes I see beauty inside of people. That's the only way you can really truly find beauty.
How do you see
You're
that?
gonna get older.
Yeah.
Well, you see that by who they are. Yeah, and who they are and who they speak to. Like I always make sure that I speak to the security guards or someone that
doesn't seem important?
Right.
Seem important to some other people, but
Right.
you make sure that they feel it.
And I believe you're messy. And I believe you need to reevaluate because you're at an age where that's why you don't have a man.
Oh.
Ooh, damn.
Because men don't like messy.
That's usually my line.
we're
but
going
appreciate
there.
it, Yeah.
But men don't like messy.
We don't. Let me ask you this question too, Lou, just on the same thing. Why do you think, or do you think individuals, and in this case, since it's a woman, I'll say women, not all, but women, hide behind the religious part of it after they make some type of statement like that? Like, you know what I'm saying, in terms of what went down.
Right. It's kind of like the religion thing used to be the same thing with the gay people now. You can't be talking too much.
Right.
Unless you're gay.
Right.
So if I'm a Christian and I talk about Christianity, I gotta have verses to back it up.
Right.
Bible verses.
Psalms 29.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've yet to hold. Everybody has one that they hold on to.
Yeah.
I've yet to find one. Like Matthew something. Da, 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 da. Like I'll hear one like, oh, that's a good one.
I got one.
What is yours?
Thou shalt not kill. Is that it? Oh, that's the Ten Commandments. Oh, my bad.
That's it right there.
But it is one, though. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the most important one.
That's the most important one.
Yeah, that's true.
That's violated
Because
every
once
moment.
you do that one, then you're gonna have to have some other
you
ones.
got the other 9 to worry about.
And then and if you get caught, you got plenty of time to read it.
Yes, you do.
You
Okay.
probably should look to Nostrils 1 and 2. That'd probably be a good verse in there.
Oh, for me? Nostrils 1 and 2.
Thou shalt not invite him to cocaine party.
So I just want to know what you guys think about being messy. It's 323-815-4204. And I'm sure the
what?
people in the chat room, you kind of get what I'm talking about. But what I did was, because he did it to me, he called me once and said, hey, well, actually he called me, then I was on air. Mm-hmm. And he started talking, but he knew I didn't really care. But when I called him, that's who I was on the phone with. Hey,
Exactly.
you good with me talking about this? You're like, no, chill, I don't want that. Okay, fine. I'm going to respect him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still going to say about the messy person, you need to stop being messy.
And that's what you got out of it.
What?
That's what when you listen, that's what you got out of it.
I didn't even listen.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
You just came
we
to
know-
understand.
Yeah,
he's caught.
that's this. I don't know who is in Montebello, but they got to stop.
It's a golf course out there.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I know it's not a golf course. I don't golf. Okay,
Why
so
do you think? Remember back in the day, 70s and 80s, celebrities or people that were even trying to attempt to be celebrities or whatever, the media
wait, say that again.
attempt because I'm trying to give people respect that are at least in the game or someone like you said lesser known.
Okay.
But it's on the line what you're talking about.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Lesser known.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it wasn't about trying to make those individuals look bad. You actually would try to protect those individuals. You have Ahmad Rashad that used to really kind of protect Jordan. You know what I mean? When it got down to it, he didn't. He knew a lot, and you never had too many people in the media. I mean, I know social media is different, so I know that's altogether different. But just in general, why all of a sudden is it seem like that's more important now to find mess, to promote mess? Now I know
You said that.
likes,
You
but
you
am I
answered
saying
your
this?
own question.
Yeah, okay,
Social media is different.
It's the
There's no
conflict of
allies.
interest that
right?
everybody
Is that
looks
it?
for.
That's it.
Yeah,
No allies.
No allies.
Yeah.
And you don't have anybody right next to you saying, "Why would you do that?"
Right.
I can't roll with you. It's kind of like we wouldn't roll with certain people if they were too messy.
Right.
I don't hang with them. No.
But see, it's funny because it's like what happened when we had a situation when we was talking about Fat Tuesday back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay, last time. And I said, someone said to me that saw the show, they said, what bothered you, Danny, is that you wouldn't do that.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't do that to a particular person or anyone. So it seems now that people are more messy, like you said, with this individual at the time, and we know the situation that happened before, and it's like there's no stopping with it. You see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this drew this kind of reaction. I got this kind of reaction. Let me make another comment.
Yeah.
So you were just saying, like, are they doing it for likes? Or are they doing it because they really believe it?
No, I just
People
did,
are waiting for the disastrous outcome.
Right.
So that's why they keep doing it. I mean, you can take the situation like everybody like with Blueface and Christiane.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Everyone knows that relationship is toxic.
Now, what is? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a
Help me out.
rapper, Blueface, and his girlfriend. She beats the shit out of him
All the time.
all the time.
And her daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beats it, yeah. And
What, she
and they
beat her daddy up too?
Yeah,
Wait,
they
and the daddy threatened her.
She beat them. She
Him.
beat his mama and her sister up, his sister up, and then he jumped on her father, and it's just been ongoing.
Yeah.
And I mean, they fight in public. I mean, they throw blows.
Yeah.
And it's a toxic situation. So people follow it because they waiting for, okay, wow, he shot her.
Yeah.
That's the end result.
But even
That's
without
what we've been
following,
waiting
yeah,
for.
Jeff. But even without following, to me, it's just like we already know it's a hypocrisy because you're saying one thing, but if that was done like streetwise, like a dude going on at a chick or something like that, people would look at it, be like ready to step to him, get him, whatever.
Right.
But we're accepting the fact that this young lady is in this dude's face all the time, doing what she does, putting him in the middle of situations, but no one's countering that.
But
and I think that's what's happening here. What Lou was
that's
talking about with the situation here.
And that's why people keep watching it because they waiting for the train to run into the wall. So,
Right,
wow,
right.
we
So
knew
they
that
can
was
do a live
coming.
justice.
It's already off the track.
Right, it's
Yeah,
already
so
so
if
it's
you
like,
hit something.
where's it going to land?
Yeah,
Right.
So this is what we was waiting on.
And I think all of you have made good points. And I think it used to start within the home. Like you always, and it's funny how as old heads, we always refer to how it all started.
Right. Yeah.
Who gave us our foundation. Like you, your mom, adopted, the love you got. It makes you really, and the fact that they were not black, makes you really love white people.
That's the But you're almost right.
Wow.
You got to remember, I wasn't adopted by a white family, but I lived with white
okay.
people. I was
Right.
raised for 3 years of my life by white people.
Oh, but you were adopted by black people?
Yeah, my mom was black. My adopted mom was black.
Okay.
My mom, only one I knew, so she was black. Yes.
Good. Okay, that's good. But it also gives you a better understanding of, look, this is how I look at things evenly.
Which is why people will come and say you're Uncle Tom or you're this or that.
Well, they're right about that, but still.
True.
Eating that coon cobbler.
But I mean, just like Jeff's upbringing and his situation, it made him who he is.
Right.
And it's certain strengths from Jeff. Now, I'm calling these strengths. I'm not saying they're weaknesses. I'm saying they're strengths.
Right.
But throughout the course, you've always said that never happened.
that. Yeah, not all of it. You exaggerate it. I'd say
Yeah, like you ain't shoot everybody, Jeff.
right. I think it, like Candyman is from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I say you said Candyman twice.
Yeah.
You'll say you said it 6 times.
Oh wow.
No,
Oh wow.
I made a call back to
You
Jeff.
knew Candyman.
That's what I'm saying. So
That's a sell for me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I made a call back to Jeff Old Neighborhood. They said Jeff only shot one person, and it was with a BB gun. I mean, but we gonna take that 9mm you told us about.
Run up on my car and see.
Here we go.
but oh yeah, you got that thing. But I have to say that that's the beauty of getting older and living life, that you see where people's foundation is and you get to appreciate it. If you care for, if they're in your life, if they know the important things.
But then you get to this age, because now I'm at the age, and I mean, you know, everything I cherish and I love, I let go.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing left but fighting me right now. That's where I'm at right now.
It's no what in you.
Everything that I've cherished and loved, I let go. Ain't nothing left but fighting me right now. That's it.
There's nothing left.
You don't love nothing right now?
There's no fight in you.
There's nothing but fight left in me.
Okay, now that's not good.
But that's how life is, though.
Until you fall in love again.
Well, you in love, see? So.
No. I'm in love. Yes. No. Here's the thing. I'm not in love. I'm not in love. I love someone.
Okay.
That means that's a choice. I'm in control of it.
Oh,
That means I can stay or I can walk away.
He cannot be hurt by the situation.
No, I can be hurt.
Oh,
because there are expectations that come with loving someone.
Okay.
And I hope you love me, and I hope you do certain things right by me.
Right.
And that's what happens when someone doesn't do it. You're like, wow, I loved you.
Right.
And most of the times, men love who they love. Women usually are in love.
Yeah.
They're in love.
Well, a lot of times men can be
Who's
in
the guy
love. We
you in
just
love
want to
with?
express it. We won't say it. But a man can be in love, but you won't know until maybe the situation changes. Then you be like, why he tripping? Like he never talked like that before.
Right, but don't you? Yeah, but I agree. But don't you think like once we're in love, we walk the walk, and then something realistically happens. And we're like, all right, I got to decide if I'm going to love this person, because the in love is costing me. Right. I've seen people in love, and they didn't have a prenup. They didn't have that. Yeah. And then that. So that's that in love. But if I love you, I'm gonna make sure we're all good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm confused.
Yes.
Because I think you two niggas is in love.
No, I okay,
They
here's
argue
the
like a
thing.
married couple.
No, here's the thing. I love each of you. No, I'm serious. I love each of you.
You take a bullet for me?
No, I love each of you.
You don't love me.
Okay, here's the thing. I'd come to your funeral.
I don't need that. Did you step in front? Take the
He
bullet.
ain't gonna be there.
I'm not even going to look. This is what I would say. I respect everybody on this panel. I'm not gonna say I love, but if TDP or you or Jeff were in the middle of a battle in the street and we was going hand in hand, I'm gonna jump in.
No,
First of all, no, let's keep it real. First
Somebody
of all,
suck Purple Rain over there.
no, he said I would jump in. No, you're fighting for me. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. No, if something come down, like
Right,
I'm not the boxer. Yo, Dan,
Yeah.
handle that.
Yeah.
No, see, you misunderstood my
No, if it's
respect
just
for
a fair
you.
one. If it's just a fair one.
No fair one. Depending on how big that fair one is.
Yeah.
Thinking about fair ones.
See, when it comes to him,
290.
I already know my role.
Yeah,
I'm the
you're the
shooter.
pistol. Yeah,
I'm the
Jeff the
shooter.
shooter.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to men on men, if you out with a dude and you respect him, and you know that's your boy in a way, even if you're with a bunch of people around, you'll find a way to go there to help him.
Right.
Now if it's a dude you know, but you're like, man, he's a sucker anyway. He's gonna have to go ahead and battle.
Right,
even if you say he's your boy, right?
No, I see it every
Because-
night.
okay.
I be telling motherfuckers, hey, yo, hold up. My man want to catch a fade.
Right.
Let that shit go one-on-one. Ain't nobody jumping in. He been talking the shit. Let him stand on it.
Right.
One-on-one. And I done seen motherfuckers get their ass whooped.
Yeah, that's old school.
But that's old school. But I'm saying in terms if that's your boy, I'm not gonna go ahead and say, yo, nah, y'all go ahead. But if I'm out with Lou, seriously, if I'm out with Lewis Dix and all of a sudden the dude started talking trash, I may not say nothing off the back. I don't know the situation.
Right.
But if I'm seeing Lou, all of a sudden your hands going up, then I may go, come on, y'all chill. Maybe blow a shot. I'm gonna see what he gonna do. Now if he's by himself and he's Lou by himself, I'm not gonna go ahead and jump the dude. But I'm gonna try to break it up. That's what I'll do. That's street respect there.
Lowest common denominator.
Right. But if the dude's got partners or everybody talking trash or it's a situation where Louis really getting handled, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna try to help.
See if the nigga can handle
No,
it.
here's how I
see
handle
your
this.
street
This is how I handle it. Let's go.
I mean,
no,
but
I
I'm
get
not
it.
fighting no more. I mean,
No,
I'm 56. I'll buy you a drink now before I fight you. I say, my man,
Yeah.
yo, bro,
for sure.
or I even apologize. My bad, dog. I didn't know how you felt like that. Now, if you
What?
slap me or something, or what, because you have to look at it now that what a person says is not as valuable as your life. But if they put their hands on you, then you got to do what you got to do.
Man, fuck
You know what I'm
that
saying?
nigga. Let's step outside. Catch
Yeah,
a
but that's the
fade,
only
nigga.
thing about stepping outside. You don't know what you're stepping outside
Right.
to. Back in the day, you could respect the guy that we're gonna just fight. Now
Yeah.
you know somebody else is strapped
Yeah.
and you don't want to do all
When the nigga say,
Why not? I'm strapped.
When the nigga say I gotta go to the car, my man, I gotta go.
Well, if
Because
you
I ain't got what you
if
got.
You got to
in the
go to
car.
the car, then that's a lost cause for you.
Yeah.
It is.
You got to go to the car, then okay, all right.
I agree.
You're not gonna make it.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I just
Back to love.
I just think that I think a lot of people need love, and I think the person that we're referring to, she needs to get herself together and stop being messy, because I like her from what I thought she was.
Didn't they make a movie about that? What love got to do with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she just, I mean,
the
you
cake,
just,
Eddie, man.
you got to be better, because your whole thing was about how you were better and you wanted us to be better, and you were always challenging us to be better, like you were challenging him to be better, and then you're not better. You're in somebody's messiness
Wow,
when
look
you
at
know
you.
how personal it is. And I'm saying that because
Good Dr. Lee.
I walked that walk before, and it is personal when you love someone and you're hurt and it doesn't work out or whatever.
Can I say this?
Yes.
Because you put the cart before the horse. You said a woman needs love, but then you never gave us a definition what the love is that they need.
Okay, you got a consistency, even if it's hard to do. Because women, they say they want consistency, but when you give it to them, they're always trying to upgrade. They're always trying to figure out, well, I like that, but I don't know about. And you're like, well, that's what I thought you said you wanted. Because men are all about fixing things and not.
Absolutely.
So when I come in the
That's true.
house, I don't have to
Absolutely.
hear that.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That is true.
Yeah.
But then you start doing little things, like it's certain little things I know, Code 3, she's all about taking the trash out and making the bed up and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure that happens.
Right.
If I'm the last one to leave the crib.
Right.
Because that's important to her.
Right.
Now, if I'm sure, I believe, I shouldn't say this, but I believe once you say I do, there comes other things with it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That the things that were important to you now have become something else. Because it's under the marriage umbrella.
But then you get lost within yourself, trying to constantly please that one person. And then when do you stop? Then you stop. Eventually, you stop loving yourself because you loving that person so much.
Yes, you have to
And then
find a
that person-
balance.
And then that person is not, and the love is not reciprocated.
That's
you
why
know
you
this-
have boys.
But you know what they say about men when you get married? They say you should marry someone that loves you more than you love them.
That doesn't
It's
happen.
the same.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it's a saying.
saying.
But I know it doesn't happen all the time. But it does happen sometimes where you'll get a woman that just heads over heels with this person, whatever, and it's like this dude be acting a fool, but she ain't going nowhere. At the end of the day, especially like you said, when you get older, one thing about a black man, when we get older, especially at least our uncles and people we remember, they finally go, you know what, I'm chilled, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
good.
right.
And now they got this person, and now they have such an understanding in a relationship, it works. But I think when you're young, especially in the black community, I'll just say black, I won't go white girl, nothing like that. When you dating a sister, right? Well, yeah, I'm just keeping it with us.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's positive, but I'm just saying when we here we go.
Before you tell us,
Hey,
it's
come-
positive, huh?
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, I just want to. I know the chat was about
way
the
to- that's
chat
a good way
room
to
got their
preference it, though.
they already got their finger on the CO already. But when we get married young, or we get in a relationship younger, and we really put our feelings into that woman, especially as a sister, like you just said, it just all depends where that person is, because for some reason it seems like it heightens the issues more than the positiveness in a relationship. That's why they say when you get married, things usually escalate 10 times. So if you and your woman have a problem now with, example, taking the trash out, it's going to be 10 times worse when you get married. Because now the argument is going to be, you know I don't like this. Before it'd be like, why you take the trash out?
The energy shifts.
Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, now, here's the thing. I'm glad I'm in a place where I know I love this person.
Right.
So I'm good. Now, in certain things that this person is asking and might need, and I've told her, I want to give that to you. But I don't know. I have to be in the right place to give that to you.
And you not there yet?
No, because you have to have some stability in a sense of, we don't have to worry about children and all that.
So you got to have that battle. That's
So
deep.
you have to also have to feel right as a man, coming in that door, taking care of certain things, being in charge, whatever that means, and not having to deal with. That was the beauty of. That's one of the beautiful things about being with someone when you have your stuff together. They can say whatever they want.
Right.
Well, let me ask you this.
Because you can roll, or you can say, all right, baby girl,
Yeah.
you want to be here?
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
In your relationship, is she number one in your life?
Well, I mean, number one, of course she's number one in my life.
Okay.
I mean, in a
No,
sense,
just-
I'm number one in my life first.
Okay.
He's talking
Oh,
about,
no, wait.
in terms of
Well,
women.
But
first and
she-
foremost, I got to be honest. First and foremost, whoever's up there, I've learned that person is the most important.
Okay.
Because I can't start without them,
Okay.
him, they.
Okay, so
I don't
then
know
after
what
that-
I don't know what God's pronoun is.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
thought
then after
you
that-
said, God, I thought somebody upstairs. They're like, I thought he was upstairs. Like,
Somebody
yeah,
above you.
who is
So-
this nigga upstairs? That Lula.
After
That Lula's boy.
It was that
entity
way.
It
or
was that
whoever
way.
that person is, that faith, is she next?
She's right there.
Okay.
Depends on the day. If it's Wednesday,
No,
it's
I
her.
mean, but are you that way with her? Does she feel the same way about you?
I hope
Because
so,
I
but
asked
I'm not.
that question.
Okay, but I've learned living enough life that I can never answer that for her,
You can't.
and she can never answer that for me. I can
Nobody-
only go by my actions.
Nobody can, this is what,
No, I asked the question,
no, but let me say this.
and I'm
Go ahead,
down.
Jeff.
I'm down on the totem pole, and I was like, "Wow, really?"
But see, but
It's like, okay.
you know what?
But didn't
This is-
you know that
Ooh.
in your gut? I mean, when you
I
That's
did.
true. That's real
I
talk.
did.
Didn't you know?
I did.
Okay, so
I
you
did.
knew what you were trying to
I
fix.
did. Yeah, but and I.
Because that
you
was
know,
the same thing in
But
my
let me ask
first
you this
marriage.
question then, Jeff. And because this,
My only marriage.
this happened to me,
Until you-
so I want to ask this question. When and I'm going to just answer you since you're obviously going through it.
I'm not going through nothing.
No, I'm just saying. I thought he was going.
But you said obviously.
Well, okay,
like,
well, I don't wanna
it's
say
written all over his face or something.
I don't mean all black men,
Well,
but
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'm just
Jeff,
saying you.
I mean, Jeff, all you did say, I got number fight in me. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
I said, I ain't never
Yeah.
like you going
So that is kind
I
of
said,
saying
no.
I'm going through it.
But I'll put it out there to the panel. When you, because I know I have it. When you know, like you just said, loose thing in your gut that it's not right, why don't we act on it?
Because it's so good.
That's
That's one of them. Because hey, now, all right, when you're younger, you know what they call the P whooped, right?
I don't think when you're young, I think it's different. I think it's not the
Okay,
the
let me
P.
ask you
I
this
think,
then.
no, hold on, Jeff, because I want you. I think it's not P. I think when you're younger, especially when I talk to kids now, you feel like you're not going to meet a person like this again. You ever notice that kids, I'm like, yo, my man, there's plenty of women I hate. Don't you know what I mean? But you don't feel like you're going to meet that person, so you fight for it and you go for it. And I know I've been there.
Yeah.
But why now? I don't. But why when we get to a point in our lives, we don't act on what we know? Like you just said,
I'm acting on that. The question is, okay, at the age that we at now, which of the two P's would you refer?
Would you prefer?
Yeah, would you prefer? Peace or pussy?
I'd like a piece of both.
do that good.
If I could order off the menu,
Luke put that off the bat wood.
I like
a little piece.
I like some
I
of
like a
that.
little piece
A la
up.
carte.
I mean, because if I do it right, if I hit that other P right, I'll get peace.
You know what? To answer your question, I'd rather have peace.
That's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
I'm at
I'd rather
peace.
have
Yeah, I'd rather be because I know myself.
But the question is, do you want to have peace with a person that you already know? I'm saying, like again, in your gut, it's not there. Because you can have peace with it, but just like you said, man, they still got me down here, even though I'm good at where where we are in our relationship.
Well, that person told you this is where you are. You felt it, whatever emotions you went through, but you made a decision.
No, but it wasn't no emotions. It was just more or less like, I know who I am at 60 now, and I have to start living my truth.
right.
So
And
say
my
you-
thing is like,
sorry.
I'm comfortable and I enjoy being alone. I'm being by myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not that place now.
But I'm be honest. I believe most comedians.
No, it has nothing to do with.
No. Let me finish.
The period. Remember the period? I'm sorry.
Look how you looking at
Yeah.
me. Look how you looking at me. Sometimes he look at me like, man, I could just slap you.
The
and I
rule
know I
maker and
ain't
the rule breaker.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. He said the period.
No,
I'm
I'm just-
learning. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, Lou.
No, I was just, I forgot.
No, but no. Say your point. You said as comedians. I
Well,
want
as comedians, I believe we're good at
being
being
alone.
by our alone.
Yeah.
Because we go out and we entertain people. So I think I know I'm really good at being by myself.
Yeah.
Of course, I get lonely, but once you take that mic and people are laughing, I just got a shot.
Let me ask each one
That
of you.
makes you
Okay,
even.
Go ahead.
For me, it makes you more lonelier.
If you have a bad set.
Yeah.
No, even when you have a good set.
Not me, but I have a good set. I'm good for a good set.
I'm home making
With
tuna
drink.
fish
Yeah,
sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like,
It's 12:30. I open up the tuna can, ramen noodles. I killed them niggas tonight.
But hey, listen.
You ain't got to call.
It ain't
yet.
the human meals.
He been in San Francisco. You ain't got to call yet. So.
He said it ain't the human meal. Let me ask you a question.
What's the San Francisco this
What's
weekend?
the deal breaker though? Like for me, what bothers me in a relationship when it goes bad, and of the ones that I haven't messed up or whatever, is when I know, again, why are you acting this way when there's no need to be that way? Right. And then in your gut, you want to act. Really, there's been times I'm like, you know what, I'm out of here. But then you ask yourself, are you overreacting? So what's the deal breaker? When's the decision line should be made?
Well, I think one of the things I think is that when you fall in love with someone, you love someone, you hopefully you've done enough homework and you paid enough attention to her to know what she's bringing to the table. Right. Like, was there a man in her life? Was it a father? Was it this? Who hurt her? Who's put hands on her? Like, I know a woman that I can't play with her in her face because the guy used to beat her. Right. So I can't, and I can't. I know and I was told early in the relationship.
Don't play, hit it.
Now I'm a comedian, right. And I used to crack jokes early in this relationship with Code 3. I used to just hit her, and then she's like, that hurts my feelings. And I'm like, but I'm a comedian. Right. So then I had to make a choice to not do that.
Gotcha.
Not crack jokes on her.
You had to put your sword back in the case.
Because she's sensitive.
Yeah.
So, but I also make it a point.
But let me ask you a question then.
Scary ass.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Lou.
Thought you like taking the stage. Makes you feel better.
When
you up there sensitive.
Do you feel like that's taken away? See, this is the point I'm saying. That's a great point. Do you feel like that's taken away from who you are now?
Because it has to.
It has to. Because now you're not. Here you are coming home. Say you had a girl that was down with that, and y'all doing. Now y'all just cooking dinner. Y'all tripping every time. But now you feel like minute you get hit with something like, oh, no, I can't. You know what I mean? So you feel like you're reserving yourself back from who you really are.
He's already programmed that way when he's parking the car. That I have to turn this off and be.
Right.
So why would you be there?
Well, no. Here's the thing.
Because he likes.
Here's the thing. Also, and that's a good point. That I've decided I'm gifted enough to love her in a different way. Mm-hmm. I'm gifted enough to make, like, I know in the morning she loves hearing gospel, so I put it on. And it's made me feel
DJ
better.
Now?
No, it's made me feel better before I leave. Before I
DJ, so Jesus loves.
Your woman can give you good things about yourself.
Right.
So
fall down.
That's one of her favorite songs. But I just make it a point.
What you mix that with?
Bitch gotta have my money.
Exactly.
So no, that's me. I'm going to go ahead and work because I know you didn't receive this kind of love, so I'm going to keep giving it.
Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Why do you hear on the internet? Because I'm hearing you guys talk, and everybody that. Oh wow.
Great call.
Yeah, wait.
That's so cheap.
And
30 seconds late,
so
but we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it.
So petty.
Oh my God.
We've moved on from that.
Yeah. We up here trying to.
So petty. I
Why
love
do you think?
30, hold on, let that breathe.
Okay, sorry, 30 seconds.
Say that.
30 seconds late. Here's your, here we talk about the devil. Here she goes, we fall down. Like that, we're just talking now about the devil. Way to go, producer DJ PP.
This show is tape delayed.
Yes. 5 seconds.
See, you didn't have to piggyback on that joke.
Yeah,
he better than that. I think he used to do that all the time.
Why do you think? I hear you guys talk, and other people that we've had on the show about how we respect black women. I mean, especially you're here to defend them and all that. Why do we keep hearing on the internet all the time where the black woman is the most unrespected, unprotected person? But I hear a lot of black men doing it. So is that just a mindset of them now, or because it's not all of? I mean, I know a lot of brothers that are really, you know what I'm saying, into looking out. A lot of us. Go ahead,
mean, maybe just the industry I'm in, or my occupation at the present moment, or the business. But I see they come up to my venue. Black women are the most disrespectful.
No, they are disrespectful. But I'm saying the difference.
And it's the younger ones now.
But Jeff,
that with the privilege and entitlement. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't. Why are you cursing me out? Because your girlfriend's license expired in 2017.
Right.
Ain't my fault.
Right.
So what am I supposed to bend my rules and sacrifice my liquor license to accommodate you? No.
Right.
Your girlfriend don't have her shit together. Mm-hmm. So why am I this old?
But y'all knew
grouchy,
that coming up here.
Yeah, but why am I this old grouchy motherfucker?
Because you didn't break.
Because they watched the show.
Yeah. Okay. I've been called the F word.
They watched this show.
Can we say the F word?
That was good. We got it.
But I feel better if I say the F word.
Well, say it.
It's all good. I don't want to fuck with your sponsors.
Way to sneak it in there.
Yeah, way to go.
No, that wasn't. No. The fuck wasn't the F word.
Oh, the other one. Oh, yeah, don't say that one. No,
Freedom
don't say-
fighters.
Yeah.
You can't say that
Yeah,
one.
don't say that one.
Why?
It's just it depends.
But
on
that's what I'm called though.
Okay.
But
well,
all right, here's the
understand.
thing: it depends on the context.
Yeah.
You could say someone called me a.
Freedom fighter.
So you're saying someone's called you that the cigarettes from another country?
Yeah, from England.
You're creative enough to do that.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
Because
think so.
but okay, so
Rhymes
go ahead,
with
but-
lag.
No,
but go ahead.
but I'm saying, but you know, it's on a nightly basis.
But when I'm saying,
It's on a nightly basis.
Well, you need to wear something harder.
sweatsuits don't. Yeah, I mean, I understand that part. I just don't understand. I'm watching what happened with Michael B. Jordan. I'm watching this
happened
other
with him?
show where this young lady, these two, one was a DJ, one was a lady that interviewed him. They was talking about Michael B. Jordan being corny, and they talked about how they was talking about him when he was a kid. And then I saw this other show called, and some talk show, The Social, where the sister was talking about, you know, black people calling her coon when she was in school because she spoke It was like all of this, but I'm seeing, and you hear this from black women, but every time I talk to black dudes, a lot of them, even the hood dude, be like we got respect. So I'm trying to figure out where is this all the time, like when you see awards, you know, for the black woman because we're so disrespectful. I'm like, you look at the crowd, and sometimes you look at the men, they be like, where the fuck is this coming from? So I just want to know.
Well,
and Jeff said a lot of them are disrespectful to themselves. What do you guys think this is coming
I
from?
think one of the things is you got to look at a person's history. That's what you always bring to the table. Because a lot of times they say whenever there's a divorce in the family or whoever the loudest, or that's why a lot of children tend to lean towards the mother's side because the father seems strong and the mom seems weak, so they want to go with the. So if the person's in the house yelling, they feel like, so they think cussing, that's how you win.
Okay.
And those kind of people are winning. So what people think. I think there are more people like you're describing who love and respect each other, just like there are more people who actually, like they say their black fathers are absentee. Well, we know statistically their black fathers are the number ones in their home.
Yeah.
But that's the narrative they want. And that's why it's important that we as
How can you
black
come to
men.
the summation in 30 seconds when somebody walk up to you and you're not giving them their way?
Well, because that's just like dealing with a child. That's whenever someone's going off at me, I like, okay, you're acting like a child. You're not acting like an adult. So I can't treat you like an adult. I can listen to you just like children. You listen to them, say, okay, is that because they run out of anger.
I know.
So if you go back at them, then that gives them fuel. But if you're like, hey, are you okay? What can I do for you?
But what Jeff has to understand with his venue, that coming to see you is the oasis. The people that's coming to see you have a chemical imbalance because I need to get to hear this music and get this drink.
Yeah, I know. I get all that, and I'm patient.
But I'm with you
And
though.
not take
But you're the doorkeeper.
Yeah,
and
you're
I
the
take
gatekeeper.
it.
And if it ain't going my way, then fuck you.
Right.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
like kids.
Yeah.
Like
So
kids.
it's like, yo, move along.
But you're better off doing it that way than, no disrespect, I think, than trying to reason with them. Because when you reason with people, then they're thinking they have an opportunity to change your mindset. And the mindset that you have at the club is, we got a liquor license. You're not 21. You're not coming in.
Yeah.
That's
here's
the
thing.
bottom line.
You got the Romans rushing the gate. So by the time they get to you and they don't have their proper documents, whether you shoot your arrow out there and say, okay, make sure your license is valid, they can get that together. Oh, let's go, you know.
Yeah,
But
some people just don't have it. Some people just, America's
a chemical
taught them
imbalance.
that they could, has taught them that they don't have to follow the rules.
That's the
No,
problem.
I get that.
Because
That is
we
the
had
problem.
we had a former president that said, I don't have to follow the rules.
No, I get all of that.
So it's kind of like, I had this example, one woman was parking all crazy up at the school, and I'm like, hold up, miss, it was kids running around saying, you can't park that way. I'm just dropping them off. I'm out of the way. I'm fine.
Right.
And I realized that was privilege. And then what I did was I went to security and said,
That
you
was
need to send an email
Oh, wow. Email.
to the person in charge, let them know, so that person in charge can then email these people who they respect.
Oh, wow, look at you.
Well, because you have to. It's kind of like people
The
say.
chain of commands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like I gotta.
Because
that
if Lou
person
goes straight to it, it's gonna seem like it's gonna be. Well, I felt uncomfortable. He said the way he talked to me. It's gonna be all kind of stuff that you're not.
Oh yeah,
there.
I
agree.
This happened like 2 weeks ago. somebody said something, whatever, and I was like, all right, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Till this day, 3 weeks later, they're still saying, hey, are you okay emotionally? And all I said was, you can't do that.
You're black.
To somebody in charge.
You're a Negro.
I'm with that every night.
And then the person came to try to apologize to me, and I was like, hey, this is not the time. I didn't mean it. And they tried this stuff. I adore you.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't need you to
get that
adore
all the
me.
time, yeah.
But I think that word privilege, people have to look at it both ways. And
I didn't say white or black. It's just privilege.
no, I know.
Yeah,
But I'm
right.
just saying, just so that the audience doesn't think where you just talk, because you don't know, you did not say what nationality.
no,
but I'm
privilege.
saying, so what I'm saying, I think people need to know, our audience or whoever, privilege comes in all colors. Because just like when Jeff was at the door, this young lady obviously felt she was going to be privileged enough to be able to say, yo, my license might be, might be outdated, whatever they call it, but I'm still want to get up in, I still should be allowed to get in the club.
But it's
Called
not
a passport. But
Right.
It's
That's
not
what they should have.
It's not the women too. It's the men too.
Well, I'm just saying in
They
general.
try to politic and lawyer.
well, we know ignorance comes in all
Okay,
all
privilege versus knowing. At a four-way stop, if we all four cars come to the intersection at the same time, which car has the right of way?
Who was there first?
Who's there first?
The car to the left, to your left, has the right of way.
Okay.
Now, privilege is like, fuck it, I'm going.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm
I
going.
did not know that.
And then that usually winds up being an accident.
That's what I'm saying. It's privilege versus knowing.
So
I'm in a hurry.
I'm Lewis
Yeah.
Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
Danny Green.
We had a commercial break because she looked at me. Actually, I'm looking at her sheet, and it says,
Here we go.
says.
See what it been.
You got to give it a round of applause.
Wait, what happened?
we had a
Commercial.
break.
I thought we had a break.
What's this? Oh, this and
Oh,
that.
this was her rap. Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
Lord.
documentary.
Oh, okay,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah. That footage is.
Oh, is that her spinning or is that Jeff?
Hilarious.
Oh, wow. That's me. I'm a backup dancer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Look at them
Why
dance
she pointing at
Look at them
her?
dance moves she got.
Very aggressive.
Yeah. Look at Larry in the back.
Got a hat on with her hair coming out.
She looked the same, just gray hair.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Sam was looking for that hat though. Oh, that's hair.
Uh-oh, they rocking with her.
Oh, both hands up. Oh, the white boy's even into
Hold
it.
up, hold up. Stop,
She's
stop,
hot.
stop. Hold up. That was an edit right there. That was
Yeah,
somebody else.
yeah. That's another club. That's another club right
That was
there.
EPMD's audience.
She edited that part in.
Wow, give her a
Can we get the
That was EPMD's audience.
Yeah.
That wasn't her.
Can we get the remix now?
That was
Hey,
Beat it
that's
up.
that's
Beat it
why she
up.
been so quiet
Beat it
the last
up.
40 minutes. We about to get hit with it.
a video, guys.
Yeah. Wait, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Like, you guys do comedy. I rap.
Yeah, but check it out.
That was very now. Give us.
Where was that at? Yeah.
Give us the backstory of that.
Was that the House of Blues?
That was in San Francisco.
That was in San Francisco, I think at the DNA Lounge.
Oh, okay.
back
And were you
that
headlining?
Yes, I was on tour. I think actually Yo-Yo and Cypress Hill was performing that night as well.
Oh, they opened up for you.
Oh, wow.
yeah, pretty much.
They shut the club down.
Now, how many dancers did you have?
One.
Yeah, he was tired. I saw
Wow.
it.
What a budget.
He ain't had nobody to tag. He looked tired as hell. He's like, okay.
He had to drive himself up there.
That's funny because I always tease him about that.
He had to
Now, what
drive
was your
himself
dancer's
up there.
name?
Yeah.
Phyllis.
Oh,
Phyllis.
Oh,
Phyllis.
okay. Your best
Oh,
friend.
Phyllis.
Yeah, my best friend Phyllis. Yeah.
Oh, that's what she said.
Where was
Phyllis.
Tashina? I'm just kidding.
Sheena was actually the editor-in-chief of Rap Pages at that time.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Can't wait till the
Thank
second
you.
one comes
Album
out.
out on iTunes.
Wow.
1992.
We'll throw in the video for free.
Yes.
The 50 years hip hop culture, yes.
Yeah.
Said that was at the
yeah,
D and
Hip
A
Hop
Club.
50. Yeah.
Did they call you for that, P?
Huh?
Did they call you for the 50?
No, not
No, the
yet.
Grammy thing.
We were looking for you.
Well, we'll send that
Did
video.
you ever get to,
in.
hey, look, did you ever get to perform with MC Hammer?
No.
Okay.
But I have performed with Queen Latifah.
So?
He's like, bitch, I do this better than you.
Shit, this
I
West
came up
Coast.
with Unity.
Arrested Development, Cypress Hill, Yo-Yo. I was on tour.
So you just
Wow.
gonna eat on camera,
And
huh?
my name ain't Speedy, but I was
You're
still
gonna
on
be
tour.
sneaking.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Shots fired.
Wow.
Shout out to Speed. Much love, Speedy.
Love you, bro. All right, go ahead.
Fuck Speedy.
Oh wow.
wow.
Turn it up a notch.
He's gonna put you on his
Love-
show.
I
Give him a
love
minute.
Speedy.
He's gonna
Speedy my
put you
dog,
on
man.
He's gonna put you on the show. Give him a minute.
Is that
Him and Larry Lala coming.
Him and Larry Lala. Oh my God.
From the
He's
Bay.
selling out the stand-up comedy club.
Who?
Larry Lala.
When?
He does it once a month.
Yep.
And he's
I did
doing
it too.
the,
It's good.
Yeah.
I bet he don't call me. He's doing
call
it.
me.
Now, does he drive himself?
Really?
Speedy does.
Really?
Okay. All right. Yes. Go ahead, Pete. Finish. What you got?
All righty. And I'm just going to start it off with one of your videos to go into my next story.
Okay.
Do you like teenage girls? When you say teenage, how old are we talking? Girls who are
Now, can you just play that again and look at my man's
do
response?
you like teenage girls? When you say teenage, how old are we talking? Girls who are
He belongs to
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenage.
Oh,
He
Anyway.
had a valid point.
Who?
Yeah, because she could be
Kelly.
18.
She
Is
could
that
be 19.
considered
She could be
a
19.
teen?
Yeah.
That's not what I got from him saying when you say teenage. No.
Nah, she's 14 with big boobs. Is that okay? Does it pass? That's his train of thought.
Only you
Anyway,
would-
R. Kelly just got another 20 years tacked on to
Damn.
his sentence
Concurrently, though,
concurrently, which means that it's going to run
with the same
with the
30
30 years. So total, he's getting he's looking at 31 years.
Yeah.
And but there are appeals for both sentences reportedly underway. So I think R. Kelly's going to get out before 31 years.
And start his national tour comeback.
I think he should have an opportunity to redeem his life, but I think he screwed up. I think he screwed up back in. I think we screwed up in the first time.
Yeah, he had a chance back
Yeah,
then.
I think when he beat that case the first time, you fly straight.
Yeah.
Because when the people started bringing you back and you wound up doing Essence again, and then you did all of that, you got
When
got back good
dropped,
grace.
I believe I
Yeah,
can fly.
all of that.
And
Yeah,
everybody
you
forgave you.
Yep, man. You should have been flying straight.
That's gonna be the biggest tour, though. R. Kelly and Cos.
Produced by Weinstein.
I'm hoping that R. Kelly makes the best of his time in there. Maybe he can start a music program. Or,
Hold on.
No, R. Kelly needs help.
yeah, he does.
He does.
needs help.
We all
I
need
mean,
help.
forget the music right now. You need some therapy. You need to sit down. You need to just figure out who you are.
He writing songs.
All right, so this past week, Nipsey Hussle's killer gets 60 years. Everybody was saying he was a 60 or is a 60 and getting 60 years.
60 to life.
He a lot of that sentence the judge took in consideration all of the victim impact statements about Nipsey and the effect that it had not only on his family but the entire community.
Yeah.
So Eric Holder is looking at 60 years to life in prison.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
No, that's
The dude that no, not that. The brother that was talking. I don't know if you guys remember. We actually knew him, and he wanted to do comedy, Cowboy.
Yeah.
I forgot that was him, and I was always cool. I mean, he's a hard 60, and I was always cool with him. But it's so crazy. Back in the day, he would when he came into the comedy act, he never acted. You know, remember that he never acted like that.
No.
But so one day I'm because I remember he was cool with Omar, Mike's younger brother, or Mike's nephew, and so we would always be in the back talking and chit chatting, trying to talk comedy. But so. One day when after Nipsey got killed and the first time they showed him on there, and I was like, he looked familiar. But then as I went on, and I'm like, yo, that's the brother that used to try to do comedy. So it's crazy.
Absolutely.
It's wild, man.
All right, so Sony is looking to buy 50% of Michael Jackson's estate. This is according to Billboard and Variety magazine.
Don't sell.
Reportedly, Michael Jackson's estate earns $75 million a year. Sony is trying to get 50% stake in the pop icon's estate. Some say his estate is worth more than $1.6 billion to $1.8 billion dollars. So can you believe Michael Jackson owned so much music in his catalog? Like he owned Leon Huff's. You know, he did Love's Train. He also owns 250 songs are publishing from Sly and the Family Stone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jackie Wilson, all the old school hits with Jerry Lee Lewis,
Elvis Presley.
stuff with Curtis Mayfield. I didn't see Elvis listed in this, so I don't know.
How did he get Mayfield? I wonder. Because Curtis was pretty. I'm not saying that he seemed like he would keep his stuff.
I don't know if he owns Curtis's entire catalog. It just says "People Get Ready" right here.
That was a big song.
And he owns, like, if he doesn't own their whole catalog, he owns the biggest hits in their catalog. So, so yeah, go ahead.
He's in his career. You know, archive videos are starting to show up a lot now. Well, he was speaking out heavily against the industry.
Oh, for sure.
Does his family own
Him and Prince.
Does his family own it? Who owns it right now? Who owns the 100%?
You know, the what's his name? John McClane and some other guy is the executor of this estate. So I'm not really sure. I would imagine that his kids do.
Well, I hope they don't sell. Because obviously Sony knows that they're not asking to buy 50% for no reason.
Yeah.
And I believe we have to learn to hold on to something. Even though, I mean, who's we? But I'm saying it's black people. If black people, someone owns it, I think
it's a cash cow. They want to own it. So after the 35 years is up, where everything goes back, then the songs are going to hit again.
But that's what they wanted. But I'm saying that's why I hope that they don't sell.
It's tough.
Well, he's also collecting royalties off of MJ the musical and Circus Soleil.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Have you guys seen any of those?
Yes. I saw,
which one?
I saw Michael Jackson on Broadway in New York. It was incredible. And then Circus Soleil. We used to go there all the time.
Were it good?
So he owns he owns part of that, no matter what it is?
I used to work there.
Yeah. So, I mean,
yeah, they're
all
licensing his likeness and his music.
Well, I mean, just that one show or all of them? Because I've seen it before, but
I know that, it just says here
Caesar's Palace one time.
The Michael Jackson on Broadway and the Circus Soleil.
Good for him.
Wow.
My last story, NYC misspells Jackie Robinson's highway.
Oh, my God.
They have Jackie Robinson there, and they left out the C.
Jakey.
And
call it Jakey.
I don't even want to laugh, but golly.
That's Jakey, yeah.
Who learned you how to spell?
Learned you how to spell.
So they have since corrected the sign. And that's the POTUS report.
These people
How lazy do you have to be to spell that brother's name wrong?
Man, they do that on purpose.
All right. You got to understand.
Sound like me.
You think it's on purpose?
Yeah, of course.
Come on.
Hey, anybody? Oh,
someone in the chat room says Michael's mother is in charge of the estate. But she's, what, in her 80s now?
She's going to be almost
Yeah,
there in the 90s.
I believe I read that it was his nephew or one of them.
Well,
but
somebody in the family.
Yeah, but he gave Little Richard back his publishing.
Yeah, because he got Jerry Lee Lewis. He got like Ray Charles. He owned a lot of McFadden and Whitehead.
Wow.
He's
got worth more than $75 million.
As long as he owns that, his legacy lives on forever in his family.
But once you go 50-50, it's a
He's
whole
still
different...
it's still enough money to live his whole family to
but
live well the rest of their lives.
I wouldn't sell it to him.
Because what if it's like a couple $1 billion? I mean, you could.
I know what you're saying, but if you're willing to pay $1 billion,
I can't wait.
You know, if you're already worth 1.something billion, what you said, and you making $75 million a year, why sell? You got enough money to live off, like you just said, POTUS. So I'm saying, just in terms of what Lewis said earlier, generational wealth. I apologize. Generational wealth. I said it, chump. Generous.
He called you a chump. Old Philly
Playoffs?
The playoffs.
Talk about playoffs?
When you just talk about practice, we sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
I wish one of your guys had children if I could kick them in the fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass. You won't do shit with you guys.
Oh, we look like the damn Bad News Bears.
Teeter Sports Ticker. Let's just get into it. Jake Paul lost.
Yeah. Good. I knew it.
Is that the guy, the entertainer that's a boxer?
Yeah.
The great white European hope.
Who beat him?
A real fighter.
Fury, a real fighter.
Tyson Fury.
Now,
It's not Tyson. His nephew.
yeah, Little Fury.
Little Fury.
Now, my question to Dan is,
Si, senor.
when you go up in weight, and we talked about a little earlier, what's in the mechanics of it? What made him falter in doing that?
Well, I watched the fight, and Jake Paul has fought the same way the whole time. I will say this to him: he has good heart.
Yeah.
He will get in there and bang with you.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I'll give him that. I'm not knocking him, but when you move up in status in terms of your opponent, and you got a guy or a person that is throwing correct punches back at you, it's a whole different
Correct
level.
punches.
Correct punches. So he's not coming back with the wild punches like you're coming back with. Also, Jake Paul knocked out a number of the guys, remember?
Right, correct.
But when you fight a real fighter that has a chin, so them shots are not going to get him up out of there now. And if you notice, if you did watch the fight, he started getting tired by like the fifth.
That's what I'm saying. He took him into deep water.
Yeah, so now all of that YouTube, internet fighting stuff is now the real shit starts.
Yeah.
So that was one of Mayweather's strengths. That was one of Bernard Hopkins' strengths. Okay, if you don't get me in 5, you're gonna have problems. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Right.
So when it got to them later rounds, he would punch, and then you saw him, he would grab. So just a little bit of a person have more of a technique beat him.
Okay.
So he can't fight. If he goes up again with another guy, it's going to be worse. The guy can stop. And I think if they have a rematch, this dude will probably actually stop him.
Now, question. So in that, like you just saying, like if he's beating up all these other guys who are not boxers, so he's not mentally trained and prepared to go into deep waters with somebody who could actually box.
And that comes down to now your trainer.
Okay.
See, if he has the heart.
Right.
So he has the heart. So if you get a guy that can really, what made Roger Mayweather and all of those older trainers so good is that they saw what they had and they go, you know what, we're gonna make these adjustments.
Yeah.
There was no adjustments in his fights.
Got you. Okay.
So
Now let me ask you about this adjustment right here.
I don't even know why the ref is counting.
I can't find my keys. Gee.
I mean, you
So
know what? Go ahead.
What happened there? Because
Overhand right. Let me tell you what people don't understand. You rather get punched with a real fist more than a boxing glove. Because the boxing glove is bigger and more compact. You're getting more. Your fist is only getting a particular area.
The gloves carry more area.
Yeah.
so he's
He
soon
was
as
out.
he got hit. He was
out
on his feet.
Yeah, all of that was wobbling, but so the ref should right there. The ref just like I'm stopping the fight, and I'm getting his mouth. I'm getting the mouthpiece. I'm getting the mouthpiece out of his mouth
So why do they take the mouthpiece out right away?
because you can choke on it. You can gag on it. You got to give this guy now as much air opportunity to get air. You know what I'm saying in his body as he can because right now his equilibrium is off.
So that's what's off. That's what's making him.
Oh,
do all
he's
that.
done. Yeah, he got hit on the chin. That's why I always tell people when I train.
You want to find out?
Yeah.
I always tell people if
All
you
this
protect, if you get hit here,
Research.
if you get hit on the temple, you're going to go.
Okay.
But it's a different type of go. Here, your legs go.
Yep.
But this is where your nerves is at. So that's why you see somebody hitting the chin, they just drop. Here, your whole mindset is gone.
So the temple's a delay reaction?
The temple's delay reaction. The chin, you ever see somebody get hit on the chin?
Yeah,
You don't see none of them like delayed.
Yeah.
It's like, because the nerves automatically go. You get somebody hit on the temple, he's going to wobble around a little bit. He's going to think he knows where he is, but he's not. That's why if you look at the Zab Judah fight when he fought Costa Zoo that time.
Zoo, yeah.
Remember that? He was everywhere. And Zab told me that. I said, Zab, what happened? He said, man, he said, why he tripped? He said, what happened? He said, I got hit. I was woozy and everything. I didn't know, where I was at. But he said, I was so mad because we was fighting in New York. All my people was there. So the ref did the right thing because he would have got hurt. He would have really got damaged.
He got up too early.
He got up too early. Sometimes you got to take that 8. You got to take. Okay, so a good fight, like for you to look at on that one would be Diego Corrales. Okay. Remember that one when he came back and won that fight?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And every time Diego got knocked down, because the three knockdown rule wasn't in effect.
Okay.
So every time he got knocked down, what did he do?
Take
He
that
spit.
count.
No, he spit his mouthpiece out.
I'll get that time.
Once you spit the mouthpiece out, you got to give it to the trainer. He has to wash it off. You got to get it over there. If you don't take it out your mouth, you get the 8 count, but the guy can jump right back on you.
Right.
And that's why Diego was able to come back and
Smart.
Yeah.
I
So
think that was one of the best fights.
that was one of the best fights ever.
Great fight. Okay, there was the MMA fight that you guys probably missed with Long Leg Linda and Little Chocolate.
Damn.
Why you feeling that, nigga?
Yeah, buy me some cigarettes, bitch.
Did you see her butt move though a little bit?
Did you see her come out of her
Yeah.
her slipper, her shoe?
Oh.
Watch this. Watch how. Can you play it? Watch how quick she comes out of her shoe.
That's a beautiful kick.
Beautiful.
What a beautiful
Roundhouse.
kick.
Right to the sternum.
And he was right at the right level.
Oh, my goodness. NBA news.
Uh-oh.
Westbrook to the Clippers.
Oh yeah.
She been balling.
He been balling?
Oh, no. He didn't play
They
the
haven't
last
been, though.
quarter.
They've been getting beat.
Lakers are done.
Nah, Lakers looking good.
LeBron hurt.
Yeah, LeBron. How long's he out for?
I don't know. We got to talk to Bron.
Got to get on his foot.
I'm going to tell you one thing. That one dude they got came in and balled.
Yeah,
the one that had
Hachimura's
14.
balling.
No, whatever his name is. Vanderbilt, whatever his name
I was
is.
about to go through it. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you was. I didn't think you. No, go
no,
ahead, TDP. No, go ahead. I'm with you.
Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Vanderbilt's balling. Hachimura. They made some great pickups, for what they did. They got a little bit more youthful, a little faster. AD he gave Denver the blues.
He did.
Yeah. But it's the number one pick that nobody's talking about, and he's going to go his junior high career. He's going straight to the NBA. If we can show that video, P. Man, if y'all don't move, man, I'm going pro. I don't need this shit.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
His mama, boy.
Well, at least you know one thing. He wasn't walking.
All the other players stayed down there.
Yeah, because the NBA, that's how they play. They do 22 steps.
Nothing like
Now, this is what we used to do outside playing pickup games, right? So sometimes you get the football players out there, they ain't really good with the footwork and putting the ball down, So we go vacation. And then everybody go down the other end of the court. And you're like, oh, what's going on? Vacation. Going down there, he's like, hey, what's vacation? Nigga, you was traveling.
Big time.
Luggage.
Robin Harris used to have some funny things doing basketball. He used to crack hard. Is that it?
TD Sports Ticker.
Well, that was painless. It's good. It's a good one. I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
Dannon Green.
We kind of missed it. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
I forgot. Did you have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend.
What'd you do?
I didn't have any shows. I stayed in the house because it was raining, but I had some great calls.
Soft.
Hey man, I've been gone.
You said straight great calls. What does that mean?
Business calls.
Oh, good.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
How long you gonna hold on to that Korean trip?
I didn't say nothing about it.
You still jet lagged?
No, I've been good.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say nothing about the Korean shit, did I?
Yeah, I heard you had one of your Korean suits on.
Oh, I wore both of them. I got two.
same
I
color?
got two. No, well, I've worn and then I post each one.
And you could see they was from Korea.
Yeah,
bad
'cause
boys is
you
tight.
said you went to the award show.
No, I went to the.
The humor.
I did go to the Human Awards show.
You had on a Korean suit.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And it was. Jeff was there.
Yeah, I heard a bunch of
the
Koreans came
flashlight
up and
on
started
you.
measuring you. Hey,
They did. Yeah.
On the Mount Seitung.
I guess so. Yes, I did go there. I would say that the awards was nice. I also played.
Okay, let's back
Stop.
up. That was nice of you to say. I wasn't there, but the person.
I already looked.
No, it wasn't even him.
Okay.
It was one of the hosts.
Look.
It was
It
only
had.
two, so
it-
just
yeah.
whittle 'em
If
down.
it wasn't for the two hosts, they saved it. I would say that. I would say Chris Spencer. Hold on. I would say Chris Spencer and Tony Roberts were very funny. I think the problem. I think it was more.
No, Chris phoned it in. Chris phoned it in.
I don't know what you mean phoned it in.
He didn't. He wasn't prepared.
Yeah, Chris phoned it in.
Yeah.
Well,
He's so good. He's so good at it that he was just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I think the problem was, Jeff, was the fact that the monitor they had, whoever they had running, that was the teleprompter.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Like Chris was like, okay, he'll start reading it like, no, go back up. No, I read that already. Go back up. And then at the first it was funny. Then after a while, the audience was like, come on.
Yeah,
You
Jeff
know?
should have been in charge.
Then Flame came over. Now Flame kind of took over.
Television lingo.
Oh, Flame was. She was hosting also.
No, well, Flame was presenting an award, and the Human Meal had hired a young lady to be the person that brings the awards, the trophies, to the people, and so after Flame came out, the young lady came out, and Flame said, "Okay, we're not gonna need you anymore." Like right there. Pretty much fired the girl. Then so Flame was coming out every time he was getting an award in another dress. So George Wilder said, "Flame, how many dresses do you have back there?" But I just started dying. But it was funny though. Go ahead, Jeff.
I'm just give you some TV lingo.
Ooh.
So when you say the teleprompter go up, it's scroll up, scroll down.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
not the
so Chris
trophy
was-
lady, it's the statue placeholder.
Okay. Well, Jeff, maybe you should have been the stage manager.
Oh, without a doubt, he should have directed
and
it.
you should have directed it, and it would have been because
They
that
don't
was the
want
problem.
greatness.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll give it up to
It'd have been on
what's his name?
bounce by
Frank.
now.
I'll give it up to Frank for doing it, and the fact that the people that did receive awards did not play with it. They took it seriously. So Ralph Farquhar was one of them, and he gave a good speech. Stan Latham introduced him. Yeah,
but
Stan,
the actually winners, they didn't show up.
some of them did. Well, they were on. Yeah. I think you need to
Video
show up.
presentation.
I think you need to show up your first year.
Well, the fact of I heard David Arnold won, but I heard his wife was there for like two and a half hours. She could have just videotaped with the girls. I heard.
She was there. I'll give her. But I'm saying I believe you should. When it's new like that, you should be there.
Oh
You
yeah.
got to get the kinks out. So.
Yeah.
No.
definitely.
But I'm saying.
Probably
Now,
busy.
my
Next
assessment
time,
of it-
Frank, call Jeff Arnold, have him direct it. I know you had a bunch of your friends and the little internet comic, and just with all due respect,
Wow.
Frank, you got to call the people that know.
No, because like I told
That's true.
Chris,
He's very-
I had
that's
the
true.
intimate conversation with Chris. The first thing I went up, I hugged him, I congratulated him. I said, "Hey man, the shit was, I'm gonna be real with you." He's like, "No, please." I was like, "The shit was fucked up." He's
Yeah.
like, "I know." I said, "You had to have Lewis here. You had to." He's like, "You don't think I know that? That's the first call. Anytime I get a production, he the first call." I'm like, "What?" My man with the red jacket on, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, no go.
No, first Chris looks at the money.
That was Tony Roberts.
No, the
no.
warm-up guy.
He didn't know what he was doing.
Oh, God. He was. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
He was supposed to do 7 minutes, but he didn't know how to read the room with the comics.
He didn't even know the room. See, this is
Right.
you're
And that's
absolutely
it.
right. He didn't even
how
know
to
the
read
comics.
room, whereas you would have been like, okay, bam, bam, bam.
You would have called
He
guys out
says-
by names too.
No, but he said something, and then the uncomfortableness of the silence, he was just like, okay, all right, y'all ready for the first?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Bailed out.
I forgot
So
about
he
him.
bought the host out extremely cold.
Yeah.
Because he came out and, first he came out like, okay, I'm dark skinned, I'm fine. Look at me. I got my red jacket on. And I'm like, then it's like, all right, the first one.
So you thought he was G thing?
No, but the first joke,
G-Thing is
nowhere.
funny.
Yeah. But the first joke, nowhere.
Yeah.
And then he just started like,
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
then like, all right, second joke. Bam. It's like, okay.
Pull.
Because me
He-
and
no, he's
Issa, who used to be at the door at the Regency, me and her were sitting there cracking stuff. How many times is he gonna say God damn?
Yeah.
Because he was like, God damn. Then he's like, all right, the third joke didn't work. Then he's like, all right, let me go down.
None of his
Let
jokes
me,
were.
let me walk down the stairs. And then he went to the stage left. And he's like, all right, we're gonna do this. And it's like, God damn, this is a comedy show. Y'all need to no, motherfucker, you need to be
And
funny.
then, and then one time they try to do something like they do at awards shows where they bring the person off stage and they kind of like they was talking about like a Black History Month. Remember that? Like question. And it was terrible. It was like no one knew the answer. They asked a crazy question and it was
One of the segment was he asked this girl, he's like, we got a prize for that. Like, do you know who Pig Meat Martin is?
Yeah, exactly.
And it was astounding because half the fucking comics in there, it just went silent. Motherfuckers was like, yo. And my man who asked the question, he really didn't know. He had to do his research before he asked the question. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, And there was two comics sitting to my left, and I was like, y'all know who pegged me then? They're like, man, who the fuck was that? What'd he do?
And the crazy thing about it, though, is they had his picture. Remember, they had the big picture back there on the screen, on the front screen. So he's asking the girl the question here. She's looking towards the screen. I'm like, if you just look up, you'll see that you talk about the comedian right there. So it wasn't done right.
No, but you know what it took me back to?
What?
Is that time we went to when black comedy was taking off, and then Montel Williams was doing that, and then you and his brother, that shit was classic. Him and his brother came in, and Lewis was like, wait a minute, hold on. You got so-and-so here. They just been doing comedy 2 years. Then you got this. Okay, that's good. But no, you have to do it on this. Do you know who What You Call It is? And then my man was like, well, we're not doing that. Well, you can't have a show without mentioning these in the foundation of black comedy. And No, we're not doing it all that. We're not taking it that way. We're just doing it on these comics. And he's like, well, no, I don't want to be a part of it.
If I had any constructive criticism for Frank, it would be this. I don't know. I'm good with Frank. We've had our issues, but you didn't get people that are ingrained right here in Hollywood. You had Chris, you had Tony Roberts. But those were more like Chris. Yes, he's here, but Tony's on the road most of the time.
Right.
Let's just keep. Tony's funny. I'm not
Very
saying,
funny.
but I knew what that play was. That was more of like the agency play or whatever.
Yeah, Tamara and all that.
Right. So my thing is, man.
But they got motherfuckers that worked at the DGA to do shit.
Yeah. So that's the point I'm trying to make, Jeff. Yeah. Go and just kill the whatever animosity you may have with someone and say, look, let me go out and get these guys that are here that know people here. Like I said, you would have been great for that part because this dude did not know. You could tell he knew none of the comics that were there.
He didn't know the room.
He didn't know the room at all. So he wasn't able to say, hey, this goes Joe Torre. Hey Joe, you want whatever. It was everybody right, and everybody was right in the front. Most of the big names.
Wow. So Joe was there.
Joe was there. Guy was there. Who else was there?
Oh, you said big names.
Together.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. All right. I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Farms.
Him.
All right. So the phone number is 323. What is the rest of it?
For what?
815 or 81. What is it?
4204.
Okay, cool. 323-815-4204. Yes.
I think it's 4204.
No, my 2 weeks absence that I was gone, I was doing some research.
Okay.
At a trial downtown, and I just wanted to ask you guys.
Got a call.
Caller.
What's going on, guys? It's Jeremy from the DMV.
What up, Jeremy?
What up, Jeremy?
What up, Jay?
Hey, nothing much, man. I can't call it. How you guys doing?
We okay, man.
Better you call.
Yeah. First call of the day.
Interrupting my segment.
Yeah.
It's
Jeff was
okay.
telling us an important story about a law case. But
that's all right. He'll talk about your mom in a minute.
Go ahead, bro.
Hilarious. Yeah, I was listening earlier about the whole drama thing. That's kind of interesting because I got out of a previous relationship because of that, man. Some people I figured or have learned are just addicted to that whole drama.
Yeah.
They love the rush of all of that.
Okay, so you're in the relationship. How long before you recognize drama coming?
Well, every time she would tell me something her friend said, or it would be somebody that she would bring into, our world, it was always an issue. Like, why every time you bring somebody around is an issue?
Now, you mean issue what, with them or with you or with your relationship? Where's the issue lie?
Kind of all of that together. They would say certain stuff to her, and she would come back to me saying what they said about our relationship, and I'm just looking like, first, where's the loyalty? These are your friends. So if they're coming to you with something negative, why aren't you not stopping that at the root right there?
Right.
And why are you coming and telling me what your friends are saying about our relationship?
Right.
So that showed me that you like drama, because that to me is that's messy. I don't like messy stuff. I don't do the he say, she say.
Huh? You do shea butter. What'd you say?
Hey, give me my tongue back.
I don't do shea butter.
That was funny.
But yeah, I mean that messiness. Yeah, I stay away from that.
Hey, Jeremy, we just said something funny. We gotta let it marinate.
Right.
Yeah, Jerry, slow down now. I hit myself, Jerry. Anytime you hit yourself, you gotta hear this.
Give me back my tongue.
Spit included.
Hey, Jerry, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
The first time she did it, and you don't like drama, why didn't you make a move?
That's funny because I think about that now that I'm out of the relationship. There's a couple of things I should have, stepped up and said something at the time, but I don't know, man. I think I had an attachment issue where I thought I
sucker
needed
for
to be in a
love.
relationship.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Say it again.
I think I'll be honest, it was an attachment issue where I felt like I needed to be in that relationship.
Oh, wow.
So,
was it good?
And I mean, it was okay.
Did she cook?
Every now and then, I cook more than she did.
So then, what kept you there?
Attachment.
But what was
See,
the attachment? Well, no, what was the attachment? It's got to be something.
It's the feeling that you need to be in a relationship with somebody,
Yeah.
or the feeling that you. And I'll tell you, I'll go even deeper because I left my previous relationship without working through it and figuring it out. I kind of felt
guilty
to myself that I needed to stay and work it out versus just leaving.
Yeah,
like I did the previous relationship.
You should start dating women.
Say what?
You said you should start dating women. It's funny.
I love women. That's all I date. But
Hey, do me a favor, Jeremy.
That's really where that came from.
Right.
Okay.
Do me a favor, Jeremy. You listen. Yeah, listen to Tupac. Do for love.
TD Jeff, I got you, man. I'm on that level already.
Hey, listen, Jeremy, we appreciate you sharing your pain, but it's not
Sucker for
funny
love,
right
man.
now. So
Well, wait a minute. What's up with
That's
the new
right.
boo?
Oh,
The
yeah,
new
you
boo.
got to
Sorry,
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Drama.
You got a new one?
Quick question. What do you guys think about that whole Alabama situation with the basketball players? Lou, especially being a basketball coach and dealing with young kids who could possibly be at that level of fame and stardom and all of that, where one decision can really alter your entire life.
That was just ignorance.
He should have just.
That was just.
You talking about the pat down?
Yeah, that was just.
No,
No,
well,
I'm talking
before
about-
the killing, the shooting.
I'm talking about the young boy who brought the gun back to
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
That's the part that I'm talking.
So
That's where you have to educate them. You know, you have to give them that knowledge.
yeah. First, I want to say my condolences go out to the young lady and her
Absolutely.
family. I mean that's. I mean, but I believe in what I've learned around young people, and I'm sure it's at a higher level and more intense that Division I college, because that's a business more so, is that you have to have someone within the coaching staff with that's their job.
That's the only job they got.
Is to monitor what's going on in their head, what's happening, to connect with them. It could be somebody younger that they trust, but he's really the spook who sat by the door. He's sitting there, he's monitoring them without them knowing it, and so they don't make decisions that hurt them first, someone else, and the program. And you just have to, you have to snatch it. You have to pull it off. And like a lot of people are saying that he should not have played, but this whole America thing is, bottom line with America is money.
Yes.
It's money. So this guy, I mean, this is, if that would have put a stain, I mean, you imagine how many boosters at Alabama are in the criminal system in charge.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure that the powers that be spoke to them and said, what are going to be the ramifications if we do this?
Yes, exactly.
And they said, well, this will happen, this will happen, but everything else will be.
If and it finally worked. I mean, I'm not making a joke out of it, but it's like innocent. In this case, it was innocent to proven guilty. Because in the other case, they probably would have sat him down for just bringing that gun back.
Right.
They would have kicked him off. I disagree on one part what you said. I believe we should have someone that's dealing with them, but I believe they should know. Instead of acting like they don't know. In terms of what Lou said, I believe they should know. They should be able to have someone that can say, Lou, yo, you know, I mean, because some kids would do it. It might be a situation, man, they tripping, man, you know, and they may call you. But if they don't know that they have someone to go to, or they think someone is, you know.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
so,
I agree. Yeah, I think that's important.
But how do we teach them? Because that person not going to always be there for you in your life. So how do you teach young men?
You got to have those talks.
It's shows like this should be on.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. You have to have, but that's why our coaching staff has to be diverse. That's why it's important. And I respect our coach, because our coach, we have a diverse. We have an old head like me. We have some young guys. We have a young Asian guy. We got diversity. So the head man can say, help me out with that. Why is that happening? Because he might be thinking totally different.
Right.
You know, like there's a lot of times where young black athletes and the young white coaches don't understand, because they'll say, hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm talking to you. And a lot of young black boys are taught not to stare at adults like that.
Or they don't want to respect you in that part either way.
Right.
Well,
But you know what?
Or they've never been. They've never been taught to look a man in the eye when they're talking. That's a home thing.
Yeah, but you know what?
My dad taught me that.
Right.
But here's the thing. This is why I respect Deion Sanders, because when he went to Colorado, I didn't see how he first started off at Jackson State, but I'm watching him, all his videos, and he has had specific meetings with the players, with the coaches. He even had one where he had all of the female staff come to the front of the room, and he told the players, and the coaches, I don't care what kind of day you're having, I don't care what you do, you're going to respect these women.
Absolutely.
So I think one of the problems that they have, I think in Lou's case, when he's talking about, I think is great, but I think if you're a head coach in any profession and you're not sitting down and really telling the parameters of these kids, look, I'm going to be here for you. These are the coaches that are going to be here for you, but this is what we're not going to be putting up with. You at least give them an opportunity to possibly think about not doing that. Because because to go away to think, you got to think about leaving to go get a gun to come back.
Right.
That's not a spur of a moment. You got to think about that. And those are moves.
Premeditated.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, when a gun is just, that's just.
Yeah, you know something's going to bad happen when you're going to go get it.
But
so
I think you have to give them the information that, spread it across. I mean, because even when your son went to college, and when Jordan went to college.
But what do you mean spread it across, though?
I mean, I had graphic conversations with both of them. And I told them, you have to, it's just not with the gun, it's with the dating, the consensual, all of that.
But
and
alcohol,
they have to,
drugs,
and they
all
have
of
to
that.
understand
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
And I was animated with them to where Jordan gave me the greatest compliment. He came and hugged me. He said, "Man, I appreciate that conversation you had with me, because it mentally prepared me to stop me from doing shit in college."
Right. Because he was up against it.
And I said, and the graphic was like, when you have consensual sex, because these athletes, they don't think. When they inside the woman and they pounding and they thrusting, and they trying to bust that, and it's like, okay, she's saying no.
Yeah.
She's saying stop. She's saying stop, don't, stop. Now you raping her.
Right.
And you have to understand that, so you have to be able to control yourself. I said, so, you have to make sure that it's 100% full consensual.
Right.
But that's why you got to have it, like I said earlier, you have to have all of those breakdowns. See, I work with kids. I've been working with kids for over 30 years.
So?
I've worked with children for over 30 years. And one thing, this is what I was doing when I talk.
Documentary, you coming out.
Stupid. Thanks,
Danny Green, the wet one.
And one thing I have
did more than boxing with me.
with them, and I've gotten the respect. I used to work at a place called Pacific Lodge Boys Home, which is a placement for boys. And placement means they're coming out of juvenile hall, and this is where they can go.
That's the one you had to bink up? The boy you had to bink up?
No, I had to bink them up at another spot.
Okay.
But I used to talk to them, and they used to get on me first. And like, Mr. Green, you always talk. I said, they was like, sometimes they would get mad at me. Like, you always talking shit, blah, blah. Because I was like, look, man, don't do that. And I said, I'm telling you this now. And I tell the kids to this day, I'm telling you this now. I said, because when the police get you and cuff you, because they're going to cuff you, you can never say no one never told you not to do this.
Right.
Years later, I've had, like Jeff said, I've had guys come up to me in the street. One time at the old townhouse when I was great on stage, and some dude's like, hey, Mr. Green. I was like, I'm looking around like, yeah, I'm putting air in my chest. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He said, you probably don't remember me. And I'm like, who are you? He said, I used to be at Pacific Lodge Boys Home, and I just want to tell you, I appreciate you telling me what you told me, man. You was always good with us, cool with us.
Yeah.
The problem that you have in school is that, one, and Lou knows this part, you got to deal with the parents. So if Lou's giving up too much information and maybe the kid is coming back, even though it's maybe positive, the mom goes like, well, this is my kid. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
Then you have it where you don't have enough diversity in people telling you. You can't just have a black man tell a black kid this. You got to have everybody tell the same thing so they know, look, I'm not saying this because you're a brother. I'm saying this because everybody's telling you this. And this is the information that's not being put out. And you notice that lately in colleges, there's been a lot of cases recently. The one down in New Mexico State. Did you hear about that one? The dudes had a fight at a game, at a football game, where they got this girl that knew the guy to set him up to get him to walk, so they was going to jump him.
Yeah.
And this dude just happened to have a gun on him. So when they jumped him, no, he didn't know. Him and the girl was just going up. He just had carried peace. And when they got jumped, he wound up shooting one of the dudes and killing one of the dudes that jumped him.
Yeah.
Now he kicked off the team, but everybody's life is screwed up.
Right.
And we don't have enough people. We just don't have enough people talking to young people anymore, especially in the beginning.
No. Well, shout out to the people who losing their lives off this craziness.
It's crazy.
Hey, I'm Lewis Dix.
No, I want to say on the flip side of that,
Go ahead,
there
TDP.
are pitfalls.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give them the information, but they know you told them because when they sit in their cell, like, damn, he told me not to do it. But the pitfall is there.
Yeah.
So
But for yourself, you know you did what you were supposed to do.
it's just like fishing. The fisherman is at the goddamn port getting his net together and getting the gas together, getting the food together because they going out fishing.
Right.
Now we going for a certain species, but we catching shark and dolphins.
Everything
and all
but
that.
right.
It go in the net.
Right.
So you just have to be away from the fucking net.
Right.
You know? Knowing that part.
Okay, now that's a good point because that should take me to get on the right bus.
Oh, okay.
The best advice I got throughout my whole life was when I was 14. The night before my first day in high school, my mom said, Michael, come on over here. And she said, make sure you get on the right bus. And I was a wise 14-year-old, wise guy, a 14-year-old kid in Chicago. And I said, Mom, look, I know the city. And she said, that's not the bus I'm talking about. And I got, as a 14-year-old, a little bit anxious. I said, well, what bus do you mean? And she said, the bus you're going to drive for the rest of your life. Only put good people on that bus. And only get on a bus that's driven by a good person. Because you'll never accomplish what you want by doing it alone. But you'll accomplish a heck of a lot more by doing it with great people.
It's real talk.
From Chicago.
From Chicago.
You never met him?
I never knew he was from Chicago. I never knew.
He from Cabrini Green.
Yeah. Sorry, he ain't hood, Jeff.
Yeah, but he's Chicago. He got some Chicago in him.
He got Chicago in him.
Hey, lower your tone when you talking to me. You saying Chicago, emphasize.
You better first of all, you better get on the right bus.
Yeah.
I'm driving the right bus.
One of y'all ain't on the bus.
I own the bus.
Oh, that part.
That part.
You don't want to get on that bus.
All right. Oh, cool.
That bus
all right.
is angry.
I hope your bus don't break down.
It has many times.
I knew he was going to say that. He's just... All right. Can you continue?
Yeah, shut
Can I
you
ask my
down.
question?
Yeah, he sure did. What? Oh, go ahead.
Damn.
Go ahead.
If I was rudely interrupted by Jeremy from the DMV.
Oh, that's right. Hey,
Oh,
Jeremy.
that's
Oh,
right.
thank you, Jeremy
Are
from
you still
DMV.
on the phone?
Is he still on the phone? Oh, he hung up. Good.
Are we in Jeff's segment? We didn't get the intro.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, wow. How soon they forget.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jeez.
She's slick with it today. She ain't saying much, but she's shooting hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Pody.
She had to do her own hair.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's not colored this night.
With her big bifocal
Her hair's not
glasses
colored.
on.
It's black. It's pitch black.
Oh.
No, it's not.
What color is it? I can't see.
Like a tint.
Oh.
It's like a hood rat burgundy. I like it, though.
Hood rat burgundy.
With the glasses.
Hey, don't forget to donate.
Dang. Jeff looks so young there.
There we are.
Model.
Still box. I can still box.
I know you can't dance, Jeff. I'm brother don't want no trouble.
Well, wait till you. You still.
I'm like,
You
wait,
do your segment.
You gonna still
Thank
eat while you on air, and but you
I'm
correct
not
everybody
eating-
else.
I'm not eating on air right
You
now.
want your
Go
tasty
on.
cake.
He's snacking.
My sugar's
That's what
low.
helping you turn it away.
Go ahead, man.
No, I was just this attorney invited me
Hey, he must Jeremy must have gave him his tongue. Go
criminal
ahead.
court to just watch some cases, and it was interesting to me.
Oh, okay.
So, and I was just sitting there thinking, you know, if you were wrongly accused, would you take the stand, or would you settle for a plea deal?
Take the stand on your own behalf.
Yes.
Okay.
Depends what they're gonna
Yeah,
do.
it depends on what.
No, I
you're
mean,
looking
you
at.
know, it's like okay, the scenario.
You didn't do it.
Yeah, it was like it was a convenience store robbery,
Okay.
and you facing 46 years.
Nigga, I'm taking the stand.
No, but hold up though, wait. But you were in the convenience store.
Okay.
You talking, you chatting with the clerk.
Okay.
They see you on video.
Mhm.
10 minutes later, someone comes in, fits your physical description.
Okay.
So it's all circumstantial with the prosecution the state has against you.
Okay.
So, but they're just saying that they don't have the physical and they don't have DNA. But they say that's you. And they saw a vehicle that matches yours that drove away, and your cell phone pinged in that area.
Okay.
So now they're saying that's you.
Did the clerk die?
No, the clerk is saying that when you came back in, the robber that came back in had hoodie on, had the mask on, had gloves on. But he's saying that.
But you're the last face he saw.
Yeah, he's saying that's you because that's your fit. He said you were the person. You just went and you put all that on.
So you're saying if I don't take the stands, what am I getting?
No, the first thing, you're looking at 46 years. At your age now, you're falsely accused, and you're fighting for your life. So would you take the stand to defend yourself?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah. Because
I wouldn't let Alex Murdoch take the
stand.
Yeah,
you're not mentioning mentioning a deal. You just
I haven't got that. I just asked you the question. Would you take the stand?
Slow down, Turbo.
Yes.
Okay.
You just ready to jump.
I'm gonna take the stand.
My answer would be I wouldn't take the stand.
Because
I know how people would judge me. I would have to alter my appearance. I have to take out my nose ring. I have to take out my earring. I have to couldn't come to court with my hair slicked.
So you're saying
no, wait.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I know how people would judge. Even though I'm saying I'm innocent, I wouldn't take it.
So you're saying, Jeff, you wouldn't take the nose ring out, do your hair another way to prove that it wasn't you. So, but you're gonna take these 47 years.
No, I'm not gonna take the 47 years. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm gonna go to trial, but I'm not gonna testify. That's what I'm saying.
What do you get if you're found guilty?
Okay, so now you're looking at 46 years. So a week before your trial, your attorney comes to you and say, "Hey, it's a very strong case circumstantial against you."
Okay.
So now, what the state is offering now,
the plea deal,
is 8.5 years. It's a class B.
46.
It's a class B felony. It's gonna be on your record.
Okay.
So, do you want to take that?
No, I gotta go to trial. I gotta go to stand.
Okay.
Because I didn't do it.
Okay.
Right.
And you think you can sit up there and convince 12 people?
Well, you got to remember how you just said it. You just said it in your own words that you wouldn't take the stands because you didn't want to have to. I'm just hold on, Jeff. You said you didn't want to take out your earring and
That's
your nose.
me.
Okay, so what I'm saying,
you,
and I'm saying,
take the stand?
and I'm taking the stand.
Okay, and you think you could convince 12 people of your innocence? You wouldn't take that chance?
I have to if I didn't do it.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna because 8.5 years. Okay, let's do this. Let's say I'm a G and I can deal with jail time still, right?
A lowercase G.
A lowercase. I still could go to jail and catch more time in a fight, in a killing, and now I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not going to go ahead and say, yo, give me 8.5 years. And now I got to go fight for my life for something that I know I didn't do.
No, I'm not saying. My thing I'm not taking the stand. I'm going to trial.
But the way that you're making it sound is that even if you go to trial, because the way that you're feeding it to us is you don't have a chance of winning this. So you're better off taking these 8.5 years. That's
what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm taking the stand.
I'm not taking the stand. I'm just going to go ahead and go to trial and say, it is what it is, but I'm not going to testify on my behalf.
Well, that's why you got to go to chains like 7-Eleven. Don't go to a little liquor store.
Now, Lewis.
What?
Would you take the stand in your own defense?
No, I'm calling code 3.
What about you, TDP?
Now, do I have bail? Do I get a bail?
Doesn't matter.
Bail. I'm out of here.
Yes. Passport good.
If I didn't do it, I'm taking the stand.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
No.
That was it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy yourself?
It was interesting.
So is that why you didn't call us for 2 weeks?
No, I just didn't want to talk to you.
Okay.
All right. So, anything else?
Simple.
All right. Can we do these videos? Because it's almost time to go. It's been a fun show.
Yeah, it's painful.
Hello, nice to meet you. You got any kind of steal some money?
Give me my money? That means it's good dog? Wait a minute. Got me fucked up. I'm taking my shit. What do you mean?
Okay,
I'm going
so
to the check cashing place.
Exactly. So they took her check because she had a bunch of overdrawn fees.
Yep.
Now, is she going to prison?
Yep.
Yeah.
And should.
Yes. She's going to prison.
I'm surprised security didn't even grab her.
Federal crime.
Hell yeah. Once you jump over that counter, that's a case.
Yeah.
So she took her check back?
Yeah, she took whatever she took, but once you go over the counter, that's considered a robbery.
She knew she had overdraft fees. See, that's everybody know. You don't give them your check. You like, all right, my overdraft. Okay, I'll be back.
That's why you don't get direct deposit.
Right. That's why you just go somewhere
In that
else.
instance, that's a relative of someone. Do you bail her out?
No.
Depends who.
No, that's I saw the video.
Yeah, she's going to jail.
I'm wondering if that's bank robbery, though. What is that?
Once you go over, I do know this part. Once you break that plane between you as a customer and them as a, the clerk, that's considered a robbery. It's not considered. It's not assault. You're jumping over and you're starting to take stuff. That's a robbery. If she could have got shot, she could have gotten shot, and the security wouldn't have been, Once you do it, that's an attack, huh?
You bail that person out?
Hell no, she's staying there.
All right, next video.
Wait. She can take.
Hey, sir, you can't be videoing here.
You said wait?
As a rule of thumb, anytime you cross the threshold of something, that's a charge.
Yes.
That's just like even the police coming to your car asking for your ID. They're not supposed to breach your window to reach into your car. You crossing the threshold.
Okay, and that's the perfect segue to this next video I'm about to play.
Okay.
Hey, sir, you can't be videoing here.
What's that?
You got to have a permit to video here.
Permit? Is this open to the public right here?
Yeah, but on a government facility, you got to have a permit to be filming out here.
What law is that? What law is it?
It's part of it's the county law that you go to be on a government facility. You cannot film on government property. You got to have a permit. Everybody that comes out from the TV stations, they have to go to the office and get a permit to video out here.
Well, I guess I'm going to challenge you on that because that may be your policy. It's not law. I have a legal right to film in public, and they want you to enforce the policy. And policy doesn't trump my right to film in public. I'm not going into the building. I'm out here in public. It's publicly accessible. So when you tell me what you told me, you can't state a law, and I understand that because there is no law. It's a First Amendment protected activity, and that's why I'm out here. I'm out here to educate you and others that we have a right to film in public.
Hey, it's lunch anyway.
I thought he handled that just the right way.
Take your ass back to
Now,
work.
if it was a black person,
It would have been, yeah, and that's the point though. So, hey,
No, it's a black dude in Florida. He does the same thing.
I thought there was a law that you couldn't.
There's guys that do that.
I thought you couldn't do anything that was government. I thought you couldn't.
No, you can film inside.
I didn't think you. I didn't know.
You can't film inside. But
You can film inside.
Well, it depends on the public. As long as it's
the post office, you can film inside.
As long as you don't go in the restricted areas, you stay in the public
lobbies, foyers, and corridors.
But the brother in Florida, he had a valid point because when he was in the post office, and the women were like putting their hands up, you can't film me, and then people in the post office was like, you can't turn that camera off. And he's like, y'all mad at me, but shit, y'all got cameras all up here.
Right.
They filming y'all, but y'all not complaining.
Yeah.
But what's the purpose though? Let's look at it that way. Let's look at the other side.
Eroding your right.
But why was he at least could have gave the guy an explanation of why he's doing it.
But you don't have to though.
No. Yeah, he's just trying to let you know that you have rights.
Yeah, but see, to me, you're it's causing the agitation that's not needed. And I thought that security guy handled it really right.
Well, he had to handle it right because
after September 11, 2001, the Patriot Act eroded people's rights.
Yes.
Taking people's rights away. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't video in here. You can't. But there's no amendment behind it. There's no statute, no code behind it. This is just shit you putting up because you don't want to be inconvenient.
Yeah.
So he did it just to prove a point.
Yeah, that's what they do. And get likes and has a job.
Okay.
But you're a security guard. You're not even a cop. And he asked you for the law and the
But
statute.
I thought he handled it right. He said, okay, he didn't fight it.
You barking orders that I can't do something.
But after he listened to him, he left.
What I'm saying is you came out initially. If he would have just left, then you would have kept going on with that, not knowing what the law is.
Right. Somebody else came behind and he could say the same BS.
Right. Keep enforcing what ain't law.
And I'm with them. You got to learn the law. You have to learn the law too.
Absolutely.
Don't come tell me what I can and can't do is what they do.
Yeah.
That's just like if you get pulled over by the police. Man, just read me my rights first. What? Read me my rights. You have the right to remain silent. You say can't. So why would I hand you nothing and why would I tell you something? You just read me my rights.
And did you know when you get pulled over that they can't ask the passenger for a license?
Right. Okay.
Right. And they ask you all the time, where are you coming from? You don't have to answer that.
No.
It's all military. It's all of the military gear that they wear. It's all military.
Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if you told the cop where you come from? Police station. I'm coming from the police station. He'd be like, yo.
One time, you come from your wife's house.
You told a cop did that?
Yeah.
Jeff, you such a G.
All right.
So jealous.
Gangster Jeff.
Where you going? I'm heading back over there now.
Okay, well, here,
All
take
right,
these bullets with
video.
you.
'Cause you don't get, okay.
I have a question for all of you. Do your penises make you men?
Yes,
Well, it's part of our,
Like,
it's
no,
part of what
that
makes
is-
me a man,
is
yes.
that what makes
well,
you
I
a man?
said being a man's ingrained within every part of your body. So our cells, our,
Right,
yes, our
but,
penis too.
but if
someone goes to war,
you had to look at the difference between us and between you, now would that difference be the lack of a penis?
If we were naked.
Okay,
I mean,
so if we're gonna minimize
Awkward.
being a man to that particular anatomy,
we didn't minimize.
No. I'm asking the question. Okay, if we minimize it, because this is where we're going, is anatomy, right? Because that's where we've gotten.
Our basic
Okay,
biology, yeah.
so if we get there, so do your penises make you more men than us?
It's part of
It's
what
not
does.
making more or less. It's we're a biologically man. You're not a biological man.
It's not a spectrum,
It's
so
from-
it's not a question that we can answer because you're saying on the spectrum, would this make us more of a man than you? But no, it's because we are a man and you guys aren't.
Well, we're different. So we're not men.
We're
is
different.
exactly what you just said.
In my view, you guys are appropriating the gender and you are living as a man, but biologically you are not a man. So to me, it's not, you can't say, okay, well, does that make us more of a man? That's not even a question to ask because you're not a biological man. When it comes down to asking questions that make me start to change what the truth is and what the truth isn't, putting it on a spectrum when it's an objective truth, that's where I draw the line.
Objective truth. Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're around some brothers, they're like, does it make a difference? Well, here's mine. Where's yours? I'm more of a man than you. I mean, it's just.
Well,
I
it
mean,
depends if I want that cocaine, then I have a little baby dick.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
I mean, this conversation is just. I mean, it's just.
As you noticed, Mr. Green did not get involved.
I mean, it's just. It's such a tough.
Tooted and booted.
Just a tough subject. It's just.
Tooted and booted.
Yeah. Yo, let's go on. We can't win on that one. There we go.
Why? You're a man.
Yeah. Go ahead. You man. I feel you.
Twerk for my nigga. Can we get some music?
Yeah, I can do that here.
We have to see. Thank you.
That's not disrespectful. Tell me no more. Her daughter just said it was okay.
I can't believe this. What was that? She high anyway.
Oh, motherfucker, that's fake shit.
Yeah, tell you, he wanted me to twerk. Yeah.
First of all, she didn't have no booty to twerk.
She had no booty.
Can't
She twerked
twerk
for him,
like
though.
that. That was hilarious.
She twerked for him when he was alive.
That's probably what got him in
I would
there.
have resuscitated him. He just, yeah.
His sister say it's okay. Well, her sister didn't pay for the funeral. All right.
Oh my God!
That's right. When your Uber driver realizes who you are and you're on the 2-lane like this.
Everybody's crazy.
This is crazy. Oh my God. This is crazy.
I kept looking at you and I'm like, no, can't be, but yes, oh my
God, this is crazy, girl.
Y'all, I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And
Everybody doing it for likes.
Shout out to Mark Curry. One of the funniest men.
Red Grant and another comedian was in the back seat.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
He shared the spotlight with him.
Well, that's a happy video.
It panned to Red Grant,
did
but
it?
I didn't see who the other person was.
He went from being denied and kicked out of a hotel to being recognized. He finally recognized. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Green.
That's funny. Good for
I know,
Mark.
I said it.
Mark Curry. I love Mark Curry.
All right.
Oaktown representing.
Here's the next video.
What we're gonna do? We've never ever been able to ever make ends meet, have we? It's all your damn fault for not earning enough anyway.
Oh, don't start.
Don't you threaten me, you weak, cowering little man. I've given you the best years of my life. You've got no drive, no ambition. That's your trouble.
Right, this is a hold-up. Get back. Come. Anybody moves, she gets it.
That was funny. Oh, wow. That was right on time.
Is that Monty Python?
I don't know. I saw it. I was like, that is
British humor.
hilarious.
British, yeah.
That was
funny. Would you do it?
What?
Like if, say you and your girl just had an argument like that and that just came out?
I just do this.
I'd have been like, do you mean it?
Please.
Please. Matter of fact, I'll do it.
Okay. That's
All right, here's our last video.
Say it with some energy.
taught you any better. What are you doing here? Sorry, Mom.
We made a fake profile as a 15-year-old boy, as you know. His name is Jackson. She accepted the profile, actually, and then we've been talking for 2 days right now. We're going to text her the address and see if she'll come and meet this guy, you know.
She will not meet him. I know that.
Be there in 10 minutes, walking over now. So I'm going to send David, the actor, down there again to open the door for her and see if she actually comes.
A lot worse. Have I not taught you any better? What are you doing here? Sorry, Mom. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. You don't need it.
That was a good one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, you just, like people say, first thing you learn as a parent is not to say what she said. She would never do that. It's the first thing you learn. Because you know kids are stupid. And kids do what they want. Some kids wouldn't do it, but that little baby girl right there could have been dead.
Yeah.
And the mama.
One less mouth to feed.
One less egg to fry.
But a lot of the comments was like,
I told you.
hey, I'd be more scared that that's my mama. When she got in trouble. I mean, what do you think happened to her when she got home?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I don't believe it. Just the way the mom responded there. Because I know my mom would have went upside my head right there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even been no conversation. I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
You'd have been getting.
It's just like the episode BMF.
Your adopted mom?
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's the only mom I had.
Did y'all watch that show BMF?
I apologize.
What else?
BMF.
With the Florine brothers, 50 Cents on Stars.
I'm sorry. Just so much other stuff to do in life.
No, but it was a great episode when his son was in the strip club and the dad was in there. That shit was funny as fuck.
What made that funny?
It was just funny. Because the dad is a Christian guy, goes to church.
Yeah. I got
and him
you.
and his wife is going through it right now.
And he at the strip club.
He at the strip club.
Hey, sometimes
the girl that went with him got him a lap dance. She had big titties and he just...
Yeah, let's just go to the lowest common denominator.
No, but that's real because we go to the, this
now,
is back when Barbie Coast was open, homeboy Fletcher's birthday, we go in there, the homeboy Pops in there. Mr. All Christian everything. He's sitting at the bar.
Now
we go in the bathroom. We laughing so hard. He come in the bathroom, open the door, say, nobody saw me, right?
Yes, sir.
Hilarious.
Now, would you tell your mom?
What, tell my mom what? That I saw my dad?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you don't snitch.
No,
like
he's
that.
got it. He's got it. He's got
Can I go next time?
I think it's enough the fact that he knows I know. And hopefully he has some kind of conscience as a man to fix that, whatever he needs to fix. And it might not need fixing. Absolutely, he might need that. Now, if he's taking care of everything at home and doing it, maybe mom knows.
But all you know, you getting a bike for Christmas. That's all you know.
And a car.
And then he calls you up and like, man, are you heading over there?
I think I want to Schwinn now.
Yeah, what's up with that Mustang you was talking about? Excuse me.
So I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
I'm Jeff R.
Hey,
Danny Green.
And please donate. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
Jeremy.
do I have
It's a
some
fun
residuals
show.
from the last couple of weeks?
No, she made the executive decision.
Wow.
You're not here. Why? No, we put yours in the trust fund.
Yes.
You'll get
And
it.
trust me.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Remember to donate, you guys, and special thanks to Jackie Welsh for donating every
Thank you,
week. We
Jackie.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, baby.
Guys,
All
have
right.
a good one. We out.